Okay, like everybody. Okay, so I'm pretty sure everybody is like you're having class, you're having tuition, okay, or most probably you're doing your own revision, which is very good. Um, and I would say majority of the students next week will be your actual exam ready, right? Yeah. So for our revision over here for Form 2, what I'm gonna focus on is that I'm gonna say disclaimer a bit, in case you say, "Wow, teacher, so it means I come to this class or maybe I watch the whole recording, then I'll get A already, is it?" Come on, please. This one is only one like motivational sort of like seminar, huh? So to go through a bit of like question one to the last question, like together with me, or maybe it's like a session where you can open up like a fight, then you do it in front of me, something like that. Okay, now so don't treat it like, wow, teacher, this one got like you can yeah. So I watch this thing can ready, is it? No lah, So you still have to do your, you see. I already prepared in normal class, right? I said you have 4 set of model paper that you have to go through, right? And second, there will be 2 extra SMGK Catholic test paper where I think is like fantastic one. You go and try it out. It's in the description. Okay, but the 2 passive paper that I passed you, right? It includes a bit of Form 1. So this is the Form 1. Like for example, they talk about what's it called? Set. Okay, they talk about data handling. Yeah, so these are the things. But if any of you say, teacher, but I want more, can or not? Can. I still have like the old version, Capital High School past year question. If you need it, let me know. But I already said it includes Form 1. So you can teach the Form 1 if you want it. Okay, if you want it, you can let me know. Okay, now then the next thing will be, of course, whenever you do your exam paper, the best process will be you have to mark them. If not, how you know whether you're correct or wrong? So you do your mark, you do the correction, then you keep repeating the process. You have to get like roughly around like seven set like model paper before you go for exam, not like one day before, it's like continuously since like 2-3 weeks ago. You have to go through it, you have to check the correction, everything. So this is the process. So you have to know how to study, but this one left 1 week only, so you still have to bomb a lot, so you still have your other subjects. Okay, then the second thing will be you have to be careful with what? You have to be careful with this one important. Okay, the time planning. So when you talk about planning your exam, you already tried your what? You tried your Form 1 exam, right? Okay, so you had your Form 2 first term exam. Okay, but Form 2 first term exam, simple one. Okay, but Form 2 final exam crazy, I tell you. Now, time planning important. You have 3 sections. You have section A, you have section B, and section C. And A and B, my recommendation, you must complete around 30 minutes, you have to complete around 30 minutes, and the remaining time, please spend it in what, please spend it for your, these are the remaining time. Please spend on your section C, because you have more things to write, and maybe there's some drawing, like Form 1 you have drawings, okay, Form 3 you have drawings, all these things. Now Form 2 maybe there is, so please make sure you bring your compass, compass, you know what is compass or not? Oops, my compass is not here with me. Where compass this one? Wait, student, bring compass, Okay, this one important, this one, compass. Bring your compass. Okay, so why you need a compass? Maybe it's for your transformation purpose, because for you, some of you might use what? You might use compass to complete your rotation, 90-degree rotation point. Okay, then of course, ruler, all these things you have to do. They want common sense, right? Okay, calculator, everything. Now, so please, A and B, roughly 30 minutes, plus minus a bit. Okay, plus a bit, no, minus no need, because if I say minus, I don't think it's possible. Okay, so plus a bit, like 30-35 minutes. Okay, that would be the best time to finish it. But because I'm explaining the whole paper, it will definitely take a lot of time, especially Form 2, because there are so many explanations. Okay, please, 6 model paper at least. Okay, 6, including the 2 CHS passive questions. Okay, now, but of course, over here, I picked up some CHS passive question as well, a bit. Okay, so I mix and match in there already. Okay, so come, let's do it. Yes, okay, come. Now, section A, starting with section A, I will speed up a bit on my section A and B, but I will definitely use more than 30, 40 minutes because I'm explaining. Okay, now, so diagram 3 shows an incomplete polygon. This kind of incomplete polygon, right? They said calculate the number of sides for the polygon. Okay, students. Now, the question here is like this. Most of the time, right, they will mention regular one. Regular polygon one. Okay, but this question a bit not that good lah. They didn't mention. So in order to get the number of sides for one incomplete regular polygon, this is how you're gonna do it. Okay, this question not that good lah. They didn't mention the word regular. So I always take what 360 divided by the number of sides to get my exterior angle. That will be the best and the fastest way to get the number of sides. Then this one the number of sides, number of sides. So to get the number of sides, you see, I show you so I terbalik the workings of 360 divided by exterior, then you get the number of sides already. So you have to take you have to draw a line, extend it. You get the angle by the side. I'm writing it in paper 2 point of view. 180 minus 144, 36. So you take 360 divided by 36, mantap lah. You get 10 sides. So your answer will be B. Okay, answer will be B. Now, so the next thing will be number 2. Now, so as for question number 2, okay, wait, let me just quickly open up like another picture that I need to refer. Okay, great. Now, so the next thing will be what? The next thing will be students. Yeah, let me open up my pad. Okay, good. Now, so the next thing will be question number 2. So what's so special about this question number 2, everybody? It's about the relation between X and Y. Okay, relation between X and Y. Yes. Then it says the diagram shows relation that maps P to Q. Then they say 12, it can 12 even number, 14 even number, and after that 13 odd number, 15 odd number. So you notice you have 2 parts that shoots to 1. 2 parts that shoots to 1, right? So it will be a lot of it eventually comes into one final answer. So that will be many to 1. So our answer will be C. Okay, quite easy on that. Okay, so in case student asks for teacher, what kind of situation is not function? What kind of situation is not function? I let you know. What kind of situation is not function? It will be cases like what? Cases like 1 to many. This is not function in our syllabus lah. So that will be one of the quite popular one that happens in your exam. Okay. Now, so another one. Okay. Number 3. Now, number 3, I would say a bit weird but I will explain a bit on this case. Now, it says I repeat suppose this thing is not in your syllabus, but it came out in one of the I forget which model paper or school exam really. So I find it to be quite interesting, so I put it over here. Okay, so as an extra So a car moved from O to R through PQ. The car moved with uniform speed. Okay, students, uniform speed only from P to Q. Okay, uniform speed only from P to Q. So what is uniform speed, everybody? You know what? Uniform speed means when you are drawing your so-called distance time graph. Can you see they give you all the distance time graph? If you still recall what I taught you in normal class about SHIN, runs to 7-Eleven and then run back, remember? That's it. So pass by Domino's, peek inside, see pretty girls, that situation. Now, so you notice all the lines that I draw, right? Last time on this Yuqing drawing, okay, I show you a bit lah. Okay, I show you a bit. See. So there, not this one. I show this one before, you see. Now, you see, I say what? I said, Yuqing, okay, your science teacher, Yuqing Koko, run to what? Run to 7-Eleven to see pretty girls. Kap Loi in Cantonese means see pretty girls. I said when he passed by Domino's, he peeked inside. Right? You notice I put all the timeline there. Run towards Domino, 50 meters, use 5 seconds, crazily fast, right? Then after that, stops in front of Domino's for 2 seconds just to peek inside, see whether there's any pretty girls there or not. And he noticed that, don't have no PG or no pretty girls. Then he gets very angry, then run towards 7-Eleven. So run towards 7-Eleven, 3 seconds. 90 meters. Whoa. Then once he reached, Suyin Cheche is there, the wife. So he got scared and didn't stop, then straight away run back. You notice the whole drawing, when I picture it into distance time graph, it will be this, you see? Okay, you see? One straight line upwards. You see that? See that? So this straight line over here, what is it about? This is about what? This is about uniform speed. That will be our syllabus. That will be our syllabus. So when the line is showing straight line, not curve, it will be uniform speed. So that's the only thing we have to understand. Okay? I mean, for Form 2 purpose, then after that, you stop. Why stop? You see, 2 seconds, you are still at 50-meter position. You're not moving. That's the reason. Okay, so I just want to mention a few to answer that question only. So we go back to the question, and you will notice, if you talk about PQ uniform speed, this one possible, this one not possible, this one not possible because they stop, right? So you know your answer will be either C or B, B or D already. Right? Then next one, they did say that uniform speed only happens in PQ. Hey, come on, this one also uniform, this one also uniform, so this one wrong already. So your answer most probably will be donkey according to our syllabus. That's why student was saying, teacher, then what is that curve representing? Now, curve representing increasing in speed or maybe decreasing in speed. So for this case, it will be what? Most probably, I mean, for our syllabus, if let's say I would mention a bit, but I don't think you really get the real point of it. The only thing I can talk about, it is actually increasing in speed. Full stop. Okay, these two parts here. Increasing in speed, uniform speed, then increasing in speed again. Increasing in speed means your speed is not like constant. Your speed is like slow down, something like that. Okay, but of course, that one you don't have to know more about that. Your syllabus is that you need to know this is move forward, stop, move forward, then you come back. You see, move forward, stop and stationary, move forward, and then move back. That's the only thing you have to know under distance time graph. Okay, so stop. So those are the important things that happens in your question number 3 lah. But I said already you don't say, teacher, this one can already, is it for chapter 9? Nah, there's a lot more things. So this one is just a quick run through. Okay, question number 4. This is what? This is about graph. Okay, this is about graph. So when you talk about graph, okay, what's so special about this? It's about, I show you the picture that we draw together. So I already said the first thing I teach you all in school, in chapter 8, you know what is it about? The first thing I teach you all is about recognizing what? The first thing I talk about, it's about recognizing the pictures. Cry not, you see. These are the, wait, let me flip it to that part that I draw together with you. Interesting one, you see? Here, you see? These are the possible, I would say, patterns according to Form 2 point of view. You don't say, teacher, not like this one in Form 4. Of course, Form 4 you have a lot of details like y-intercept a lot like gradient Then after that you have your what's it called? Maximum minimum point. A lot of things, this one is only based on Form 2 point of view. Okay, so according to Form 2 point of view, look at the pattern, you see? If you get x, which is power 1, that's called a linear equation, linear graph. Your line is always a straight line upwards or maybe downwards for our Form 2 chapter 8 syllabus. So that's why we are recognizing them. So when you see x squared, what's that? It's a smiley face when the x squared value shows positive, you see? Positive, it will be smiley face. If let's say the 2 over here shows -2, it will be a sad face, something like that. And the last figure over here, without x, without x attached to it, right? That will be your y-intercept. It will be the intersection between your graph and your y-intercept. That's the one. Okay, so of course you have your cube over here, you see? Your cube. You have this like S-related graph. Of course, it can be super extreme like this. Possible. Because it's supposed to be like extended on top, you see? Eventually, it will be the same thing. It's just that they are displaying one part only. I would say the graph that we have been drawing, or maybe the graph that we are looking at, is actually something like a crop function. in your Instagram, you have your picture crop out, right? Same situation. You crop out a part. Maybe they crop one part. Maybe they crop CROP. You crop the picture. You cut it off. So they crop like a part of it. Okay, so that's why you are recognizing the patterns. Recognizing the pattern for Form 2. Okay. Yes. Gradient meaning is the what? Is the steepness of a slope. Steepness. In Mandarin is called 斜度. 斜度 of a slide of a slope steepness. Okay, so but of course that one in this case we don't really need to really calculate it. We have to use that number in front of that main unknown that we are referring to. You see the main unknown that we are referring to, and then what we do is that we are recognizing the patterns. So according to the question, we are focusing on number 3, which is cubic. Okay, so I will show you the patterns. Okay, so you notice this is cube, yes, and then you notice there's a plus 68, so this will be 68, and you notice this thing goes down, so it will be negative 8. So everything is there already. So what they're asking for? They are asking for m. So I tell you something. When the coordinate it's along the straight line, so it means it is relevant to it. I'll write a few words. It is relevant, or maybe you can say this coordinate satisfy the function, or maybe the equation. So those are things that we will use in our syllabus. Okay, so x and y 4 equals to negative m cubed plus 68. Then you know what to do already. Then you do your usual sort of like move here and there, something like the linear equation concept thing. But of course, this one, you are just moving that plus minus thing. So minus move there, positive, 68 is originally there. Move the 4 over, minus 4, you see the usual workings. So eventually m equals to 4. Extra working cube root 64, m equals to 4. So answer will be C. Okay, Ken? So just to show you a bit, so everyone, let's move on. Now, the next part will be your number 5. So it talks about what, So it talks about, given that p square minus 25q square equals to r square. This question looks familiar. Don't you think this one looks like the factorization thing that we talk about? But I mentioned a bit. That's why we have to be super sensitive with all the things that we learn in our Form 2, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3. Form 2, Chapter 2 is about your algebraic expression involving expand, factorization, fraction stuff. The factorization thing, you have to be super sensitive. I have complete basic go through in the touchable link given in the description. Click on that. You can do a reference on that. You need more things? Ask me in Instagram. Okay, Instagram, Language Mathematics. Okay, now, so, but of course, whether they need it or not, I don't know. So I'm just writing it for fun for you. So p square minus 25q square, this thing is actually from this from your Form 2 C2, But this thing is actually Form 2 C3 Algebraic formula, right? I'm just telling you we have to be sensitive with all the things around the question. Now, so I'm just showing you a bit. Don't you think a square minus b square is something very similar to this? What is a square and b square that I talked about before? It's about the hard factorize that we talk about involving perfect square and negative. I don't recall, man. You go and see. I talk about this word called hard factorize involving perfect square and negative. And you can split this thing into a minus b and a plus b. So this thing you can split into what? P minus 5q and P plus 5q. Of course, you can write plus first, then minus next. Can. So I'm just telling you, these are the what? These are the things that you must be sensitive of. But whether you need it or not, I'm not sure. So let's go into the question. I will just write it there to how to say, to like tell you a bit about the content. What so sensitive about it. Then they say express Q. They want to express Q. Not relevant to us anymore already. Okay, never mind. So so what I do is that I will make sure my Q is on the left always, but there is one very important, I would say, point that you have to understand in your algebraic formula. I don't think your teacher mentioned this, but I found out myself when I'm in form 4 and form 5. When you are doing your algebraic formula, you have to always start positive. What do I mean by start positive? Look at this. Can you see the question originally is already started with positive? Right? I mean, p squared is positive, right? R squared is positive. So when you come into this, right, it will be what? Nah, see, I want q, you know. So if I move the p squared away, gosh. You see, I'm writing as here, minus 25q squared equals to r squared plus p squared move there, minus p squared. That's the reason why I say, oh my gosh. Because when you move it to the other side, right, you know what? Start negative already, I don't want. I don't want that. So that's why I don't want. Okay, so I rather what? I rather make it into positive because I want my q squared to start positive. I want to get my q. So I will move this instead of the p. So I move this over. Okay, maybe I rewrite the whole thing by the side lah. P squared minus 25q squared equals r squared. Then this one I move. So it will be 25q squared because negative move there positive. And simultaneously, the p squared I leave it, and r squared I move it and swap to the left. So my r squared, which is originally positive r squared, I move here and make it minus r squared. Then I rewrite 25q squared equals to p squared minus r squared. You see, I swap back again. I'm explaining, that's why I'm writing extra workings. Okay, go ahead and skip them. So q squared equals to p squared minus r squared over 25. Hey, looks like we get the answer already. So q equals to square, move there, square root p squared minus r squared over 25. You notice the square root is the whole thing. Right? And of course, student will be like, teacher, why don't we just look around and see whether there's answer or not? The answer is, there is no answer yet. There's no answer yet. You don't tell me your answer is B, cannot, because your square root is the whole thing. So I will take the square root, split into up and down. So square root p squared minus r squared over square root 25. And this thing eventually becomes 5. So your answer will be what? Your answer will be A. Okay, so student will say, teacher, but why the p squared and r squared you cannot cut into p minus q? P minus r? Luckily, they didn't put the answer there. If not, sure got student cannot. Plus minus, you cannot split them. You cannot split into like, teacher, you cannot square root this one, then square root this one, cannot. Only times and divide, yes. That's why you see just now the divide thing, I split into up and down. Times and divide, you can split the square root. Okay, so any form 5 students here, form 4 students here, this question number 5 is in your, it's relevant to your paper 1. Okay, so just to let you all know a bit of information. So you just a reminder to everybody, do you notice when I move that little square to the other side, square becomes square root? But student might be asking, teacher, but then why you move the r square? You didn't change to square root 1? Because I'm moving the whole thing to the other side. So I'm just switching the plus and minus, aka the positive and negative. But this case, I'm switching the what? The square. So square becomes square root. Be careful with the content inside. Okay, the content that you're moving. Okay, so that will be number 5 lah. Okay, now move number 6, your polygon. Okay, polygon. They already said hexagon, so I will just like automatically 6 minus 2, your n minus 2, n means 6 minus 2. Then times 180 degrees. You don't have to divide by number of side 6 because this is irregular, obviously, right? So you have 720 for total, your sum of interior, of course. And now I want to get the x answer. You have to get into it, get all the interior angles. So I will do it separately, like how I do for paper 2. Please keep your workings in your paper 1. Don't waste your time. So this thing will be 180 minus 110, 70. This will be 360 minus 360 minus 160, you get 200. Why you type calculator? Easy 200. Okay, so once I get this answer, then what's the next thing I do? I still got one more I missed out already. So this will be 360 minus 210, it will be 150. And then now x 720 is the whole thing. I minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I minus 5 of them to get the leftover x. So 150, 125, 75, 270, there, done. 720 minus 150, 125, 75, 270. The answer will be 100. Your answer is 6B. Okay, now, so next question 7. Wow, number pattern and sequence. Oh, now students, of course, I will get you a bit of like suggestion as well. When you are doing your revision on your number pattern and sequence, right? Please make sure you, all the notes that I pass to you, I always focus on exam style question, you don't just, I teach you already, then you keep it there and put it by the side, so you can refer to the questions that I try with you. Those are important exam style questions. Yeah, so especially questions on what? Especially question in generalization. Getting the end term using algebraic expression. Wow, that one important, eh? Okay, I show you. Later you say, teacher, I don't get what you mean. Okay, maybe I show you, because some student, they might be a visual kind of person. They want to see it, right? Then this one, you see, you get pattern one. You get the number patterns, right? Then they want you to get the what? Then this one, get the end term. This one important, then after that, most of the, not most of the time, I would say, according to our textbook, what's it called? Learning outcome, with our algebraic expression related. Then you see, form a formula, getting the end term, general term, or maybe sometimes they say generalize the pattern. Same word, and form the following using algebraic expression. Then our syllabus, it's always linear sequence related. It means it's either consistently adding the same number or consistently minus the same number. I put it over here, you can screenshot. Important. But for those that you're not in my class, in my class, you sure got this book one, chapter 1, okay, during holiday, we learn this one, Then I remember I said what? I said, we can use cheat. Ta-da! What's the cheat? Tn equals to a plus n minus 1 times d, the admaths cheat. Admaths is not hard. Admaths is a shortcut. That's why we use admaths to ease our life. You don't say like, teacher, admaths very hard one. I know, because you say hard, ma. You say hard, then hard. I admit it must be hard. Why? You cannot stay everything easy in your life, right? You stay everything easy in life, then everybody can become like millionaire already. So you have to make sure you overcome that, and eventually you get the concept. Then you can win, right? If let's say everything easy, how can? So of course I would say admaths, you say hard, then hard lah. If let's say you say easy, then you have to find ways to make it easy, right? Admaths formula is your life. So what is A? First term. Then that's why I put 2. N no need because N is what we have to retain. Then what is the D? The difference. You see the difference? Consistently adding or minus the same number. Betul tak? Then after that, you see, I put the 3 inside. Then I expand. Ta-da! Then I get this thing. I done it. Fing. So I got the whole thing already. And this thing, super important in your exam. Especially Form 2. First term exam sure got one. Final exam, I'm pretty sure quite popular among your Form 2 exams. Okay? Form 2 exam, your arc and sector. Arc and sector means your circle lah. Solid geometry, transformation. These are important topics. Okay, good. Okay, show you already. This one, the algebraic expression thing. Okay, we have to be fast forward. Now this one no need lah. This one is just like getting the next term only. So you notice between this, oops, let me sip a bit of like drink. Okay, nice. So between -21 and -19, it's a +2 lah. So of course you take this one minus this one lah. Terbalik mah. You have to get the difference, right? -19 minus -21. 2. Then, teacher, this one how? This one don't have any value to minus or leave it. Leave it. Then what you do is that you try out something where you can find out. So you notice the other one will be what? -1 minus -9. Oh, this one +8. So the other one over here, 9 minus -1, you get 10. Oh, +10. So -1 + 10, you get 9. Looks like you roughly get a pattern already. So we try see whether correct or not, because it's like 2 then something something 8 there, correct or not. So I think most probably it will be consistently adding 2 to the pattern. So this will be plus 2. The next one most probably will be plus what? Plus 4. So we try then can already. So we try this one plus 4. Minus 19 plus 4. Minus 19 plus 4, you get minus 15. So most probably the H is this one. Then we test again and see whether after we plus 4, we plus 6, whether we will get negative 9 or not. So minus 15 plus 6. We really will. So it means 100% your H will be negative 15 already. See. So it's just getting patterns. Okay, come move. Okay, number 8. Number 8. Okay, see. Number 8. A container contains 24 blue marbles and a few yellow marbles. 24 blue marbles and then a few yellow marbles. Okay, a few means X lah. You don't say teacher a few 2 and 3, something like that. Slap you. A few wait. This one mathematics unknown. You don't know means you have to put unknown really. Okay, so yellow ball, X of it. X of it. A marble is picked at random from the container. Just go inside, select it. This is probability, everybody. Probability, chapter 13, So they said the probability of picking a blue marble. So I put there total 24 plus X. So to form the probability yourself, okay, according to blue marble, 24 over 24 plus X. This is the probability of blue marble that you came up with yourself according to the information that you have read. Then they said, the probability is actually 4 over 7. Then I put that, this thing is actually equals to 4 over 7. It's the same probability. It's just that one is already simplified, but it's still the same. So students, then you do your cross multiplier. Or maybe you can just compare. Some students say, teacher, I know this one times 6 only, so this one times 6 I know already. Up to you. So if let's say 7 times 6, you know that will be 42, then 24 plus X equals 42. It's just basic fraction, everybody, for your probability. Then you minus 24, you get 18 already. But X is 18, represents the yellow ball. Yellow ball. Yellow ball. Yellow ball got 18. This one, yellow ball. But then see what they want. They said how many, obviously they want yellow ball, so answer will be C. So number 8 will be C. Okay, come next. Next question number 9. Number 9. This one. Form 2, chapter 12. Super important question about calculation of mean. About calculation of mean. Okay, so I will talk about mode as well. Okay, I will talk about mode as well. Median I will teach first. Okay, I will talk about mode as well. Student, what is mode? Mode, in other words, highest frequency. I'm pretty sure you know what's frequency in your form 1. Frequency means how many of them. Frequency. So highest frequency will be the number that 12 showing highest frequency. But when you are answering your mode, you have to answer 50 to 59 marks. That's how you do for your mode. Or maybe in other words, they name it as model class. Sometimes some school nothing to do. They purposely put like different names and the name is actually from form 4. Purposely very sian one. So our syllabus mode. In other words, in form 4, model class. Okay, next, mean. What is mean? Mean, I would say student understand it as average. Okay, average. But suppose average, you have a lot of types. Like mode, mean, median, they are all belongs to average. Then you have to use relevant average. Depending on you're gonna use mode, you're gonna use mean or maybe median in that situation. Okay, for example, everybody, what kind of situation you have to use this average? Okay, which is mode. Okay, if you are a shoe, you are a shoe seller. Okay, you sell like you sell like school shoes lah. Okay, then of course you need to know the trend. Trend as in most of the students' shoe size. What is the size? Then you buy more lah. So do you notice I use the word most of the students is it's wearing what shoe size? That would be the mode lah. Then you have to what? You have to make sure you have more stocks. Okay, more stocks okay, for your what in your storage on this, let's say lah, the what was that word again? The highest frequency, most of the students, right? Highest frequency, most of the students is wearing shoe size number 8, for example. Then you have to make sure you have like more stock on shoe size number 8. Then for other sizes, it depending on the survey that you do lah. So let's say the next shoe size supposed to be shoe size number 5. Yeah, because normally boys and girls, they have the same type of shoes one, it's like unisex one, right? Then you have to make sure you know where is the what's that called? Where's what's the size where it shows high frequency? That's why shoe size wise, we will use mode as the average median. Okay, something like that. Okay, so for mean calculation, how do we do that? Mean means what? You have to add everything up, then divide by the number of. This thing, the number of, you have to add up over here, I used to do stupid mistakes. I divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gone case. Cannot. Your total frequency is important. 5 plus 12 plus 2 plus 6 plus 5. Now I add everything. Total frequency, I put there. Total frequency 30. Total frequency 30. So total frequency 30 done already. Then they say what? They say we calculate mean. Then you stand there. Teacher, how? Because to calculate mean, for the marks obtained by 30 students, I have to get the total marks. But then 40 to 49 marks got 5 students. How I know the first student score how much? That's why this is not this one. Normally we name it as estimated mean. Because we don't have the actual marks, right? So we will use what? We will use one number to represent it. So what is that one number we use to represent? Midpoint. We use midpoint to represent this class. So we will plus together 40 plus 49 divide by 2. So we use 44.5. So we use midpoint to continue. We use that 44.5 to represent that class. So it means 44.5 marks for 5 students scoring it, something like that. So the next, according to pattern, just rewrite everything right? Everything is the same pattern, okay. Then after you get this one, then you know how to get your total marks already. How? 44.5 times 5, and then plus with 54.5 times 12, and then plus, okay, I'll just bracket it one by one. And the other one is like 64.5 times 2. And the next one, 74.5 times 6. Because we are getting the what? We are getting the total marks. Right? Getting the total marks. Then divide by what? Divide by the number of students. Okay? Now then equals to what? Now equals to, then you have to calculate. Then you calculate. Okay, but wait. Let me tell you something, everybody. Important. I used to do stupid mistake. I told you already. Okay? Because I already said, because I used to memorize them. Memorize doesn't help. Understand helps. When you understand, you do lesser things because you spend time in understanding it. You spend time in understanding, then you do lesser. If let's say you spend time in memorizing, you waste your time. And then you have to do a lot, you waste your time also. You understand, you do lesser. You don't understand, you do a lot. Right? You have to do a lot. But you do a lot, you only know that kind of question because you're memorizing that specific patterns. Make sense? So that's the point. Okay, so students, this one you type yourself lazy you do. So you just type in the calculator. Eventually, your answer will be number 9. What is it? Number 9, your answer will be B. Okay, other one you type yourself. So you get the answer on top, then divide by 30. Now, the stupid mistake I did is that I plus everything 30 and then 30 divided by 5. Smart. Luckily, no answer there. Then after that, I see, hey, how? Then I simply tembak. Cannot. Cannot. Okay, number 10. Underline the word complementary event. You know complementary set. Complementary. The complement of set A. It means you don't want A. So complementary event means you don't want that specific event. Okay. So this one is event. The word event, I missed out. Okay. So event E is getting event E is to get a red ball from the bag containing red, blue, yellow. What is the complementary event for set E? Means you don't want E. E is about red so you don't want to take red. It will be E prime. E prime will be not red Not red will be blue and yellow. So your answer will be D. Easy near. So next. So for existing students, remember I already post chapter 10 and chapter 13 in your Google Classroom for you to go through as a reference to the question style, right? Wait for the question style. So if let's say you are not in Google Classroom yet, please come on, utilize your phone, okay? Message your receptionist, respective receptionist according to your branch. They will help you. Instantly, they send you a link, you tap, you enter already. Okay, I post everything there already. Okay, number 11, a vertical like this. Vertical straight line PQ drawn on a Cartesian plane, given that P is 2, 7. Come, let's try. So you say, try Y and X. So one of the coordinate is given, -2 and 7. Roughly this is P. Then they say it's a vertical line downwards. So how long is the line? I don't know. I just simply draw it. So I draw a line downwards vertical, right? Then they say PQ, like P to Q. So it means sorry. I know it's downwards or maybe upwards. Okay, so 8 units. So why I said sorry just now, reason because it can be down, it can be up. Right? So we look at the ABCD Okay, ABCD, but looks like ABCD start with -2. The one that starts with -2 for sure, it will be C and D. It's out already. So according to this, if you further go up, it means your Y value going to increase. So go up impossible already. Then 100% go down. That's why we have to judge this one first. That's why I said, I'm so sorry. We have to judge first. I forget about that. Okay, then 8 unit downwards. This one is already 7 unit. 8 unit means additional 1 more. So you stop at -1. So you found your answer already. Your answer is -2, -1, C. Easy. Okay, next. Now the next thing comes in. Number 12, or deciding again. You see this one? -4, go down. +8, it means the line that goes down pass through number 8. Ta-da! So where's the answer? The answer that pass through 8. Okay, pass through 8 and go down. This one possible. You need pass through 8. This one cannot. This one cannot. This one also possible. So which one is the answer? Okay, which one is the answer? Okay, let me show you how to decide it. Very simple. Now, students, if let's say this situation, you have 2 possible situations, right? I tell you, you take one of the coordinate and you put it inside. Okay, take one of the coordinate and you put it inside. So what do I mean by one of the coordinate? Okay, see, let's say I take this one. Okay, I take this one. Because these are relevant coordinate, So this is 8, 0 and this is 1, 0. So I put here question A and question B. We sub into that y equals -x plus 8. Because if they are relevant, or maybe I would say if it is a relevant coordinate to the specific equation, your left side equals to right side. So I sub the 1, 0 into it. I notice x, y, 0 equals -1 plus 8. Oh my gosh. 8 equals to 7. Impossible. So your answer will be what? Your answer will be donkey already. But of course, we check and see. You see? So I sub 1, 0. X and y. 1, 0 plus 8, 0. So x and y. So 0 equals -8 plus 8. 0 equals to 0. Correct. Got it? Okay, move. Like question number 13 is basically like imaginary. You have to imagine how it goes and stuff. The dotted line, ignore, just treat it as solid straight line. That one, ignore it. Okay, ignore the dotted lines. Okay, so when you connect them, eventually your final answer, this one you have to imagine a bit on how to fold them here and there. Now, so your answer will be 13, boy. Okay, boy is the answer. Okay, boy is the answer. Okay, I mean answer as in not a net. Net means from a 3D you break into flat 2D. That's called a net. Okay, understand? Okay, next question number 14. Come quick. Question number 14. choose the false. They're asking for false, so be careful. I don't know why my brain always, I always had this problem back then in my secondary year, even now, when I teach students. When the question says false, I always you know what's this word MF? I cannot mention it because later they cancel my video. Mine something, mine, then F blah 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 K. So you MF yourself. Serious one. So I always have this problem when I read the question, when the question is about switching into like a false statement or what, I always confuse myself. Yeah, serious. Then I'm like, oh shit, where is it? Where is it? Something like that. I always have this problem. So I would say you decide everything, you find out every single answer, then only you decide. So I always do that. So I will find out everything for you. So 6y minus 18, is this correct? So if you have to expand, you get 6y minus 18. So this one, it's correct. You don't talk about the final answer first. You just put tick there. So the next thing, don't you think this one is familiar? We just mentioned it earlier. You have to be sensitive, like 4, 9, p squared. They are what? They are so I put there b. So they are the perfect squares. And of course, in the middle of it, you notice there's a negative. And this is our factorization. Hard factorization involving this thing. Perfect square, negative, correct. Then you can split this into what? You can split the 4 into 2 and 2. You can split the 9 into 3 and 3. Square root. Square root. Then you can split the p square into p, and 1 plus and 1 minus. This is also correct. But if you terbalik, you put the minus first in front, then the positive behind can. Same. Then the other one is like C. 64k squared, 25. Perfect square. Student. But inside, positive. Mana boleh? The one that I asked you to familiarize is negative. This one out already lah, so I circle this one wrong. So this one supposed to be negative in order to split 64 to 88, k squared to k, 25 to 5, then 1 positive, 1 negative. So this one, obviously the answer is false. Okay, but I'm deciding everything for you lah. So the other one is about what? It's about this one. Do you notice? This is about what? This is about some easy factorization stuff lah. So I'm just writing over here for you to see like the situation. 16m square n square plus 2mn square. Because students have been asking me about this, like, teacher, you know what? My teacher said, no form 1 in exam. Then suddenly he stopped me and said, teacher, he said, actually got a bit. Then the teacher walked away already. So actually your teacher is not wrong, There is no form 1, but there is a bit. What do they mean? This is the controversial part in your mathematics. You know why? For example, chapter 5, art and sector, about circles, your 2 pi r power square, all these things. Yeah. So there is one kind of question where you have to draw circles, you have to draw lines and show perpendicular, right? That question you need Pythagoras theorem. That's why you see Pythagoras theorem for 1. And then art and sector, imagine if they get you, circle lah, they get you the final shaded region. Or maybe they get you a certain art, a certain sector's area. They get you the final answer, Then they say, can you work backwards and get the R for me? Linear equation. My gosh, you need for 1. Right? That's why your teacher is good enough to tell you that, okay, there's a bit. There's a bit. So luckily, some teacher mentioned that. But of course, student, you have to know, these are what? These are Form 1 supportive chapter. Pythagoras theorem support you, make the question harder one. Parameter area, Form 1. Support the question, make it harder one, right? Then after that, what else? Like your basic, what's it called, linear equation. It supports the question to make it harder. So some supportive chapter in Form 1, especially when you come into Form 3, there is more Form 2 things that you have to fit inside. Like volume. Form 3 you still have one, but basic one. Okay, so that's why some basic supportive chapter is still inside. Okay, so your parallel, remember? You know what is parallel? There is one parallel. Then you have one transversal, this A equals to this A1. You will use it in your polygon as well. So these are Form 1. That's why I said all these are supportive chapter. Support the question and make it harder one. So of course you don't say something like teacher. Then chapter like what? Chapter like, for example, form 1, set. Set will come out or not? No. Set not related, not something like supportive. So what else? Like if you talk about, hey teacher, how about what? What else? Because student will say, teacher, data handling possible or not? Center of tendency, your measure of central tendency, chapter 12, there's like, it's like a continuous topic from your data handling. Data handling is more to like drawing. Your chapter 12 is about calculation. You still need the pictures, like sometimes you need your frequency polygon, your bar charts, everything, dot plots, everything is still need. Yeah. So that's why I said, that's why you need skills from form 1, basic supportive chapters. Yeah. So this one, you notice you need HCF. Yeah. Or maybe if let's say you are good enough to not to use HCF, then you ask yourself, this is what I mentioned in basic video. I name it as easy factorization. 16 and 2, both number you can divide by what? Can you see it's actually HCF? Both numbers need to be divided, you can divide with the same number 2. Then you left what? You left 8 plus 1 inside. Right? Your HCF answer? Right? So the next thing will be what? The next thing will be, teacher, m square means mm, nn, m, nn. So who repeats? Can you see mn, n, mn repeats? Put there mn square, left m inside, left nothing over here because you pull the whole mn out already. That's called factorization. So is this your answer? Correct. What? So obviously the false answer will be C. So you see, I explain every single thing. That's why it takes time. But for you, you get the answer, you tick, go. Make the process faster. Because I explain. That's why I keep telling students not to watch the video. I tell all the form 2 students not to watch the video. If let's say you want the vibe, then you come here, right? Because I want students to focus on question that they don't know. If let's say the question you know already, you watch what? Right? Save your time. Diagram 3 shows a straight line PQ. The coordinate of midpoint PQ. Coordinate of midpoint. Midpoint, what do you do? Actually, you just roughly estimate so you know what's the answer. But of course, we still have to do our calculation just for form like section C purpose. -5 and 1. This is 3 and -3. Midpoint means in the middle. Together divide by 2. So I do see midpoint plus together. So x and x plus together. -5 plus 3 divide by 2. Plus together. 1 plus -3 divide by 2. Then what do you get? You get calculator type. So you get -1. Then the other one is like, what's this? 1 minus 3, you get -2. -2 divide by 2 minus 1 again. Your answer will be A. Actually, just now you go there, you roughly estimate in the middle, so you know the answer already. Waste our time. Okay, next. Next. The next answer, it's about what? The next answer, it's about okay, let me do a remark for myself. If I make a mistake for the answer, that I'm going to show it to you all. 15A. Okay, next. The next question is about 16. This is the very popular chapter 5. Okay? The one that I name it as arc and sector. Okay? Now, the next thing. Diagram 6 shows sectors of 2 circles with common center O. Common center O. Okay, this one common center O. And given the length of arc QR, it's half the arc of PQ. Oh, you know what? This one is actually half, Your QR is half, So it means this one you can split into 3 equal parts. If this is 90 degree, it means you can split into 90 divided by 3. Wow, play this kind of thing. So it will be 60 for the total over here. It will be what? It will be 30 for this part. Because whenever you do circle-related calculation, you need 2 very important things. What is that 2 very important thing? You put it over here. Radius is the first thing that you have to get it. And of course, center plot. Angle is the next thing that you have to get it. And angle is always hook at the center point. Hook at the center point. So of course, from center point you read out, you get the radius already, right? So they are interrelated. So I need these two information. For angle wise, I have already. Radius, I have it as well, because this one 11, right? So this will be 11. So the whole thing will be what? The whole thing here will be 25, right? So radius, angle, all done already. Let's see what they want. They ask for find the area of the shaded region. Oh, easy lor. The huge sector minus another sector. Be careful with how you do calculation. Make sure you know how to split them. You can focus on not like super in depth, but relevant to you all, because I do a quick understanding on for Form 5. You can check out arc and sector that I put in the touchable link. You need more, you cannot find it, just let me know in Instagram. Okay, Liang Mathematics. So center gives you the angle, radius is 25, radius for this small one will be 11, then you can do already. So what is that very important formula that you have to is like blend into you already, you know, the moment you see the word area, pi r square. With the moment you see arc, the moment you see perimeter, you know, 2 pi r. These are circle related formula that you have to pop out in your mind. You don't say something like CHER. Got give formula on in the exam? Think logically lah, everybody. Think logically lah. If you don't know how to do, you will remember the formula. No? You will remember. If you know how to do, you will remember the formula. No? You, of course, you can remember because you know what to place inside. Then you need the formula sheet for what? That's why knowing giving you the formula sheet, it doesn't really help one. But why there is teachers that gives formula sheet? Because the formula sheet that your teacher give it to you, like in normal days, they pass to you the formula sheet because they want you to what? Do it as a short notes to recall. You put in exam for what? Exam you already put like effort to understand. So you don't need the formula sheet. Right? You need a formula sheet in your normal days to recap, to recall. But in your exam, you need for what? Okay, because you read so many things already. Okay, so pi given 22/7, radius square, it will be 25 square. But then this one is for the whole circle. I need a portion of it. You see, what do I mean by a portion of it? You see this whole circle 360. You want 30 degree only, right? So that's why you have to times with 30 over 360. So this thing is like a ratio. You are trying to ratio it into 30 degrees portion. Understand? That's why you need the angle minus, same thing 22/7, 11 square, and then this will be 30 over 360. Then you boom calculator. Okay, you boom calculator, you will get the answer already. Okay, so we will quickly boom it up. 30, 360 times 22/7, then times 25 times 25. I will get got decimal. Never mind, you put 16329 over 42. So you just okay. Type your ABC, your ABC over here. You type on ABC to change into improper fraction. So the other one, basically same situation, 30, 360 times 22/7 times 11. So you will get, you have to minus 3129 over 42. So you will minus it then. You will get 132 cm squared. Your answer will be down here. I'm writing it in paper 2 section C point of view. That's why the workings will be longer, because I want you to know how to write. That's why you see I take a lot of time to explain on, you know. Okay, next question number 17. Nothing much for the volume lah. Okay, volume. They want the area of the shaded. They give you the area of the shaded surface. So this shaded surface, you have 6 of them, right? So 54 cm square divided by 6. Each of it will be 9 cm square lah. So next will be I will square root the 9 to get 3 cm, so that I know this will be 3. This will be 3 and 3. This will be 3, 3 and 3. So now I can conclude it into what? Into 3 times 3, 27. This will be 3 times 3, 3 plus 3. 3 times 3, 27. Oh my gosh. Let myself first. 9. 3 times 2, you get 6. This one, you get 9. Then it say calculate the volume in cm cube of the cuboid. So 9 times 9, 9 times 6 times 9. So your answer will be 486 cm cube. So answer will be donkey. Okay, answer will be donkey. Next question. Now, next question will be 18. 18. Okay, next question will be 18. Let's do it. Now, so for question 18, they said diagram 5 shows quadrant. Wow. Oh, by the way, the question I purposely select it out. That's why you notice, teacher, why so many calculation one in section A? Because I select the question. Some question like what? Some question like very simple one I did already. That's why you notice I spend a lot of time in calculating, right? In explaining. So because some question quite easy, I take away already. So the easy one you can handle yourself. So I put the harder one, the calculation one in this paper. So this paper is not exactly a test paper. It's like in test paper format, but the question is way different. Okay. So diagram 5 shows quadrant. Quadrant means 90 degrees, or maybe you can say 1/4 of a circle. With center O and radius 21. Okay, with center O and radius 21. Hey, students, radius. Right? I said you need radius, you need angle, right? Then what else? Okay, they already said that's 90. Then after that, they say radius 21. Okay, I got it ready. Then Q is the midpoint. So we can split into two parts. 21 divided by 2. 10.5 and 10.5. So the inner part angle, you see the inner part angle will be what? Will be 360 minus 231. I put it over here as my workings. So I'm writing it in paper 2 point of view. So I get how much? Yo, 129. So once I get about 129 degrees, 129 minus 90. 129 minus 90. I get 39 degrees. So this little thing over here is showing 39. Now, but I repeat everyone. Now, so I'm just trying to understand the question. Whether you need it or not, I don't care. That's why I said don't be scared in writing extra. It's okay to write extra, okay, because you're learning right now. So that's why the more question you do, then in your exam you won't waste too much time in trying. So if let's say you are trying out in your normal model paper, so that's the time where you spend there in making mistakes, making error. So in your exam you do the best. And the next one, calculate the area of the shaded region. So easy already. So you take the whole thing, then you minus the small little thing. So you will get the answer already. Okay, so this whole thing, I need 129 angle. This one 21. This one 90 I have already. So this will be small thing 10.5. Then you know what to do already. So so students, why not after I do the area, I swap the question 18 into another version called perimeter of the whole diagram. Then you will be able to benefit from the art and sector thing as well. Okay, now students, I'll do the calculation quick. It will be obviously because they already say area, you know you have to use pi r square already. Shaded region, that's why I take the big one minus the small one. It's like one piece minus one piece. Area is like piece by piece. So I will take 22/7, 21 square, and this thing I already said is the whole circle I donated. That's why I will take 129 divided by 360 to ratio it out into 129 degrees only. So that's why I need to times with 129 over 360. Okay, the next one, minus the other one, 22/7, 10.5 square, and the front part, I need to ratio out into 90. You can write 90 over 360, you can write 1/4. Okay, it's the same, common sense. So I will just type it as well, because this one a lot of decimal points. So I'm going to show it to you as well. So 129 over 360 times 22/7 times 21 and 21. By right, you will get 496.65. And the other one, 90, 360, or maybe 1/4 times 22/7 times 10.5 squared. You will get 86.625. Okay, good. 496.65 minus the answer given, it will be 410.025 cm squared. Answer will be B. Okay, jog for a while. Students, this question, it's about area. Okay, but I want to make sure you know overall. So I changed the question a bit into something called what? I changed question 18. The same question, I'm gonna copy it. Wait up. I'm gonna copy the question. Wait out. I take away first. I'm gonna copy the question, everybody. I'm gonna copy the question. Then it's the same question, but I'm getting the parameter of the shaded region. Okay, so I put it over here to show you all. Oops. Paste image. Here. Now, so I changed the question. Okay, extra. So I want to get the perimeter of the shaded region. So extra away. Okay, perimeter of the shaded region. So when you are doing perimeter, you are doing it line by line. Okay, line by line. And don't forget area pi r square. Your length, your perimeter, your arc, arc. Then this is the arc. You see that? This is the arc. Arc means part of your circles, or maybe part of the circumference. Circumference is the whole circle, right? So we will use 2 pi r. So that's the formula that we're focusing on. But the idea of calculating different now. Area is like piece by piece, right? But when you are doing your perimeter, you are doing it line by line. Let's do it line by line. 10.5 plus 10.5 again. Of course, you can times 2 plus 21. So all the straight line done already. Then plus, now look at this. This is arc. ARC, arc. Q1. Okay, what's that alphabet? You cannot see. QO1, just now. QOP. That's P. This one. Missed out already. That's P. So that will be QP. Okay, QP. Plus another RST. So do you notice? I write everything line by line. Different from area, Area is like one whole piece. Then you minus the other piece to get the leftover for shaded region. Come on, perimeter, no minus one. Perimeter, everything is about adding the outer lines that you need. So 10.5 plus 10.5 plus 21. Let's do it. 10.5 plus 10.5 plus 21. Wow, 42. Plus 1 bracket and 1 bracket. So the formula, remember? 2 times pi times radius. Wait, QP. QP, your radius is 10.5. Your angle is 90. So 10.5 over here. And this will be 90 over 360. Or maybe 1 over 4. See? Understand? Then the next one. Your arc RST. So your RST apa macam So RST simple So you will do RST where the angle is showing 129, right? 129. And then your radius is showing 21. Then 129, 360. 2 times 22 over 7 times 21. You see that? 2 pi r. The ratio to cut into that part that you want. Can you see I'm still doing the same thing? This one is 129. I want this part. That's why the whole circle, which is 360, I want 129. So I ratio out using what? Using angle. Then you can do already. So I do now. 42 plus 90, 360. So this will be 16.5. Okay, just to show you the process so you know overall. Okay, you know overall. This will be 47.3. So eventually, 42 plus 16.5, 47.3, you will get 105.8 cm. Okay, Ken? So to show you the process, so this is if they want perimeter. Okay, if they want perimeter. You still get this in your SPM, Form 4 first term exam, your Form 5 final exam, sure, you have it. Okay, so students, we have another 2 questions to go so that we can go into section B. Okay, now, so everyone, the next one will be this. Plus minus can cut, not? If you cut this one and this one, you see like 27 and 63, or maybe like 9 and 63, you cut that, gone. Plus minus cannot touch one. If let's say you really want to touch, I already said you make it times. But then plus minus, how you make it times? That's why we need factorization. That's the reason why you have factorization, because you're converting plus minus back into times divide. That's what I explained in the basic video. So we are doing what? We are doing easy factorization for the top part. We are doing that so-called, remember just now I said HCF related stuff? So we will take like 9 and 27 and see whether you can divide the 9 and 27 with the same number or not. Obviously, you will divide using what? 9. The largest one, 9. So 9, then I leave some space. So bracket 1 minus 3, you see? 9 times 1, you still get 9. 9 times 3, you still get 27. Then, of course, this will be x, 3 times. This one will be x, y. So who repeats? Double x repeats. You put the x square outside. You left 1x inside. You left 1y inside. The 1x, you make it x. Over 63x cubed y squared. Then now you know what to do already. Because now they are showing times. Then you can take the times related stuff to cut. If you go and cut the x minus 3y, gone. Provided, if let's say the one below, is actually x minus 3y, then you can cut the whole thing. 100% equivalent, yes. But too bad, ours is not. Ours is this. So the only thing you can cut is like the front part only. So 9 and 63, you get 7. So x squared, you got 2. This one, you got 3. So the idea in my brain is actually like this, you see? Cut, 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 cut. You left 1 only. So that's why your answer will be x minus 3y over 1x only. You see, you left 1x and then y squared. You don't say you cut the x and x, gone. Plus minus don't touch. So your final answer will be which one? Hey, sorry, I missed out the 7. So your final answer will be which one? Your final answer will be C. Hey, is it C? Oh, luckily I see properly, a boy. Okay, answer will be boy. Okay, now next question number 20. Question number 20 is about volume. Okay, question number 20 is about volume. Okay, the question says diagram 6 shows a prism. I don't know how you all read now. Okay, I remember it's pronounced as prism. Okay, so I noticed some student read it as prims. Then I'm like stunned there for quite some time, What is prims? What do you mean by prims? Because I don't know the picture. The student didn't mention to me, say, teacher, how to calculate prims? I was like, what on earth is prims? But eventually, I noticed because I pronounce it as prism, so I cannot recall what is prims. So some teachers, some students, right? They pronounce it as prims. So for me, I pronounce it as prism. Okay, prism. The trapezium PQRS is a uniform cross-section. What is uniform cross-section? In case you really don't know, uniform cross-section, come. Like, I show you. Uniform cross-section, it means this one and this one, can you see? Opposite, same one. That's cross-section. Okay. So I remember in my normal class, I talked about a shortcut before. Whatever cross-section related picture, I don't care whether you get a cylinder, I don't care whether you get a star, okay, whether you get a star, okay, I don't care. Or maybe you get something like what? You get something like a triangle, which is maybe as prism as well. I don't care whether you get any uniform cross-section shape, as long as they are uniform, okay, they're uniform, you get the area, just one part's area, then you times with how long is the length or maybe the height. It can be standing, right? It can be standing. Then you will be able to get the volume instantly. If let's say you say, teacher, but my question combine one wall. Can. If let's say your question is like half cylinder, let's say half cylinder, combined with another prism, then you say, teacher, this kind of situation can, meh? Can. You take this area, you plus it, then you times with the length between them. Shortcut, I tell you, shorter a bit. The working shorter by a bit. It's a trick, come on. So student go and split it out, okay, but then for me, because I'm lazy. So super lazy teacher will teach you like shortcuts. I admit I'm one of the very lazy one. I don't like long workings. Okay, so I used to study right before my exam. Yeah. Okay, but of course you have to make sure you know what to study lah. You want to be lazy, can. Make sure you have a technique to be lazy. You don't like plunk everything, don't do lah. Oh. So everyone, the volume of the solid, teacher, they give you the final answer. Okay lor. Oh, so this one slightly harder lah. So you need some linear equation calculations there. That's why I said you need linear equation. So volume of the whole thing 1428. And how do you get the volume? You have to get short plus long, the area of the trapezium. Short how much? 5. They give you already. Short plus long. Divide by 2 times height of 6. This one done already. Area done already. Times with the length between x, or maybe the height, equals to 1428. Wow, easy already lor. Now, I said already, plus minus you touch, gone. 2 and 12 you cut, wow, cannot. Oh. I will really find you and slap you. Cannot. Plus minus cannot touch. Times can. If you want to cut this, yes. But if let's say you want to do it slowly, then can. You take 5 plus 12 and then wait. Please, you plus first only, you divide, you know. Some student go and 5 plus 2, thirds divide by 2. Of course, wrong. You didn't put bracket. That you plus first, then only you divide by 2, then times 6. I get 51x equals to 1428. That's why sometimes students don't know how to type calculator. Is also one of the problem. So your answer will be 28C. Okay, good. Section A done. We use 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour. Too much already. Because I explained, right? So please make sure you squeeze everything into lesser than 20 minutes. Section B very fast one. But of course, again, I explain. That's why it takes time. Okay, so now everyone, section B. Right, section B. Now, section B, I will just go straight off. So I make the process faster. Our main focus is on section C. I think section C will take more time. Okay, now, so everyone, everyone got 4 students, but I already said, so most of the students it's having tuition and stuff. Go ahead. Record it. Okay, record it. Okay, next. Match each of the group with the correct function. This one picture based one, quadratic law. This one reciprocal law, senang nia. Then this one cubic law, easy. Next. Part B. The function in graph P, where's graph P? Graph P. In A is given as y equals to axn. Match the value for n. Circle, answer n equals to 3 lo. Senang nia. Because it's cube cubic. If let's say you talk about this, it's actually x power 1. Or maybe x power negative 1 is the same. The power is negative 1. This one is x squared. Okay, not this one x cubed. Okay, now then this one, you're going to move to like question number 2. Now, determine whether each of the following is a transformation or not a transformation. This one not a transformation. Underline, sorry, underline. Not a transformation, obviously, right? Come on, this one, the picture also not congruent. The picture not congruent. Mana boleh? Congruent means same size, same shape, different orientation. Okay. So you see this one? Obviously different size, different shape. So number 2, your answer is obviously not a transformation. This one, yes, transformation. And this transformation is what? It's a reflection, obviously. Okay. So next, question B. Question B is like moving or moving from object to image. Why top to bottom? Because the one with prime is the image. You see a little apostrophe there, right? This one, you see? That's the what? That's the image. So you are moving from one corresponding point. This is corresponding point. Corresponding point, if you really don't know, come I show you. Normally when you are angry with somebody, you will point what? You will point one finger, correct? There? Corresponding finger. Corresponding finger that you point. Corresponding finger. Corresponding digging nose finger. Corresponding thumb finger. See that? That's called corresponding. Like can match one. So you are matching corresponding point. You don't want that point, you take the other point. You want to take this point and this point also can. Then you start calculating. You move right side 3, positive 3. That belongs to x. Then you go down 3 units, -3. This one X, this one Y. So answer will be this one. Tick, they ask you to tick. The other one, I just instantly circle the just tick the answer. This one you go left 3, go down 1, next. Number 3. One card has been chosen from the box containing numbers 1 to 8. Determine whether the following events may occur or not may occur. Mark tick for the correct answer. And they say there's a box. Okay, I draw for fun. There's a box. There's this number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8. Then, of course, okay, probability, you have a small little hole for your hand to put inside. And then you go around, okay, to mix it up. Then you select one number out. That's called the probability actions. So, of course, you don't know where's the number. You cannot just fill it, then after you take it out. Cannot, okay? So, you're just randomly take it out. You're just randomly picking up one. So, they are asking whether is it possible for you to pick a prime number out from them? Of course, there is prime number inside 2, 2, 3, 5, 7, right? So the answer is may occur. Then the other one, students, can you tell me multiple 10 are possible to get or not? Come on lah, multiple 10, the first number is 10. Where got 10 here? Not possible, may not occur. Then the number with 2 digit possible or not? Of course not possible. Here got 1 digit only. Right? So these are the possibilities. Okay, next, you see, very simple ma. Circle the extreme value. Wow. Form 1 also got. Your form what? Your form 2 measure of central tendency also got. Extreme value, what does it mean? It means the number where it's like suddenly, bam, not within the pattern, the trend one. So this might distort your information like mode, mean, median. Okay, it will distort. Distort means it will kacau. Okay, so students, for example, I get you another example on what is extreme value. Can you write the word outlier as well? It's the same meaning. The word outlier and the word extreme value for our syllabus is the same meaning. Let's say in your Harisukan, okay, Harisukan. I'm from Rumah Kuning, by the way, CHS students, Rumah Kuning. Okay, so what happened is that we have this 100-meter race. Okay, 100-meter sprint. Okay, race sprint. So what happened is that in Rumah Kuning, right? In Rumah Kuning, we're gonna do something called like selection. Who will be selected to the what? To the sports day 100-meter sprint. So every single Rumah Kuning students, male students, we're gonna run. Okay, we're gonna run like 5 by 5, we're gonna run. And we're gonna select the person that falls within a certain seconds. Okay, certain seconds. Then we will select them into the next round to reselect and see who will be the final one standing, the fastest one to be in the selection. The only 2-3% to be selected. So what happened is that we're gonna run. After that, we take down all the students that runs within 12 to 13 seconds. So 12 to 13 seconds run the race. So it's like, wow, damn powerful. Okay, so my question is that, let's say everybody has been running between 13 to 15 seconds. 13 to 15 seconds is like average male students form 5. 13 to 15, 13 to 15. So that would be the average time, Then suddenly there is a person called LJ. Okay, the sprinting time it's 11.2 seconds. Nani? So he's the outlier. It's not within the trend. Everybody's like 13 to 15 something. Suddenly one only, 11.2. Whoa. That's called outlier. That's called extreme value. But of course that will be a lot of them. Then you can see that 11.2 is like quite pro, right? Now, but let's say you want to see something like lagi extreme and outlier, right? Let's say mathematics exams. In your class, right? Everybody very good maths, scoring above 80, the paper is too easy already. Above 80. Then suddenly one student 10 marks outlier. Outlier can be a very pro result or maybe a very bad result. It's not within the trend. That's called outlier. Okay, that's called outlier. Okay, the extreme value as well. So if let's say outlier present in the data, it will distort the mode, mean, median answer. That's called outlier. So obviously this answer is easy lah. So that's why I explain. If you know it's circle, then you can chao already. Less than 1 second. Okay, less than 2 seconds. So I'm explaining, that's why it takes time. Okay, 4A. Find the part of Fibonacci. Fibonacci. What is Fibonacci? It means you're gonna add up, right? So which one? It's the Fibonacci answer. Simple. You know what? Fibonacci is about adding, then you get the next answer. Adding, then you get the next answer. Adding, then you get the next answer. That's called Fibonacci, right? So obviously, to get the P answer, this is what I will do, you know. I'll write this way, you know. So I'll write 13 plus P equals 34. P equals to 34 minus 13, no? P equals to what? 21. So your answer will be 31. Okay, now, oh my gosh, low battery, I forget to charge. Okay, never mind, we finish up like up to 5, then I go and charge, we take a break. Okay, everyone, the next one, Q. Wow. Q. 55 plus Q equals to 144. Come on, this one no need workings on. I'm just showing you everybody, right? So normal linear equation, you see that? 144 minus 55, your answer will be 89. So answer will be 89. Now they ask you to circle, right? So you circle. If they ask you to slash off the wrong answer, then you slash. Okay, 4B. 4B. See. The diagram shows double bubble map, showing the factors and the common factors, see or not, form 1. But then this one is actually relevant to what? Okay, I'm pretty sure relevant to your something called easy factorization. Then you see you got M. Okay, so it's actually under form 2. Form 2, chapter 2. Okay, then it say shows the factor and the common factor. You see, these are the common factor because they share, right? These are the factors. Okay, now then the next thing will be, can you identify the possible value for P? So it means 4M and 10M, they can both divided by 2. So 2 possible. Correct? So another thing will be, obviously, they are both divided, possible to be divided by M as well. So answer is 2 and M. Both number can be divided by the same number 2. Or maybe both number can be divided by the same unknown M, or maybe 2M. Something like that. Okay, so that will be the answer. Okay, number 5. Last question over here, then we take a break for a while. Then we will continue with section C. The super important one. So everyone, now the next one. Okay, next one. The diagram shows 4 straight lines drawn on a Cartesian plane. Point P and U are midpoints. Okay, TU midpoint means same length. Okay, I use different color. Same length, same length. Students, by the way. No, nothing. Continue. So this one, same length, is already given there. Obviously, this one is showing coordinate of, I'll just fit all the coordinates so easier for me to explain to you, okay? So this will be -1, this will be -2, this will be obviously 1, according to what it said. And then this will be -1 is already given there, and this will be 4. So since they mentioned that this is 4 unit, because from top to bottom 4 unit, this is 2 unit, so total here will be 6 unit. And since they mentioned that here to here shows like 1 unit, 1 unit. Why is it 1 unit, 1 unit? Is it 1 this one 1. And U is the midpoint so it means total here will be another additional 2. So this whole thing over here, right, is showing 4 units in total. So I managed to predict this position already, which is from 1 additional 2, it becomes 3. So I managed to read 3, -2 here for R coordinate. I managed to read 3, 4 as the S coordinate. So these are the possible coordinates that I managed to read. Of course, T possible to read as well is -1, and because it's in the middle, 6 divided by 2, I get 3. So if let's say 3 units from top to bottom, okay, 3 units, so this will be 1. So I managed to find this is 1. 3, because 4 minus 3, so you get 1. You go down 3 units. 4 is the top part here, you see, the top part here. So I fit all the possible values in already. Then they say point T and U are midpoints from PQ, QR respectively. Match the following point with its coordinate. Everybody. T coordinate, it will be -1, 1. We found it, -1, 1 here. So we found it as 1 mark. R coordinate, it's 3, -2. We found it as well just now. And then S coordinate, it will be 3, 4. Your answer will be here. Ta-da! Done. Okay, cool. The next one will be B. Oh, the last question already. This question, then we stop for a while for a break. Then we boom our section C. Okay. Now, the diagram in answer space shows right prism. On the diagram, shade the, just now we talked about uniform cross section already. Shade the uniform cross section. Now, don't do this, Out of the picture, high chance your teacher will mark wrong. Okay, shade the uniform cross section of the prism. Okay, so uniform cross section within. Okay, 1 mark. Okay, cool. So everyone, come take a break. 5 minutes. So 5 minutes, I will come back. Okay, 5 minutes, I will come back. For students where you are inside, okay, probably you can type a 1. So I know you're actually here. So when I come back, I will hint you. Okay, I will hint you that I'm back. Okay, so we will take a break, like probably like few minutes. Maximum 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to take like some drinks for myself. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, so I take a break. 5 minutes. I'm going to take my charger. Hey, I'm back. Okay, so if you're back as well, you can type a 1, so I know you are back. Okay, so I start now. Okay. Yeah, right. Now, so everybody, as for now, right? As for now, we will be. Wait a minute. Who is this? Okay, good. Now, so as for now, right? What I do is that we'll be doing circumstances. And the question will be way more extreme compared to A and B. So of course it will take more time in explaining, but some of the question I might skip. Skip as in I will treat it as a homework for you to try it out. And eventually I will feed you an answer. Okay, I'll feed the answer. Okay. So let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Now, so I will do it like some of it I will do it quite fast, some of it I will leave it as a homework to you. Then you can send it to me in Instagram so I can check it for you. Okay, but anyhow answer I'll put it, I'll give it to you as well. Okay, so everything you just check in your description. You cannot find anything, just let me know in Instagram. Okay, the following diagram shows the reproduction of organism X through binary fission. All these weird words are like for me, I don't know English one. English not that good also. Okay, so focus on the patterns. Okay, mathematics is not about language, it's about patterns. So complete the table below by determining the number of cells produced. You see the pattern 2, 4, then 16, then 64. Everything 2 related one. So you see, this one obviously 2 times 2 then times 2 you get 8, times 2 you get 16, times 2 again we try 16 times 2, see whether correct or not. 16 times 2, 32, then 32 times 2, 64, correct, wow. So looks like we accidentally found the answer. Okay, now but of course you have to be sensitive with the information given. Okay, you have to be sensitive with the patterns, everything. Now, then it said form a generalization for the number of cells at nth binary fission. The binary fission, no useless nth. Okay, by using, or maybe sometimes they use the word n term. Normally they use the word n term. Okay, by using algebraic expression. Now, this one is a bit different. Remember I said when the question is about consistently adding the same number, adding the same number, adding the same number, or maybe subtracting means minus. Subtracting the same number, subtracting the same number, subtracting the same number. Students, now, then we will be able to do the question using this. This one, is it? Plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. Or maybe minus 4, minus 4. You can use this. Remember, just now I said Tn, A plus n minus d. N minus 1 times d. That's the maths formula for you to work out the workings instantly. This one is the textbook one. Okay, now this one is called like the condition will be either plus or minus, like using common numbers, like plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, minus 4, minus 4, 5, minus 4, something like that. Okay, so we go back to our question. We go back to our question. Where's the book? Where's my book? Now here. Now, so, what my book missing? Here. Now, see, so when you come back to this, then you know, this one is not plus, 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 plus. You notice like times 2, times 2, times 2. Now, this is not the pattern that we are using. But this one you have to be sensitive. You know why? Because do you notice this one is actually 2 power 1? So I put it there for you, you see. This one is actually 2 power 1. 2 square. 2 cube. 2, 4. You see? 2 power 1 you get 2 2 square you get 4 2 cube you get 8 2 power 4 you get 16. So these are what? These are like the pattern that I managed to identify. Is like, so familiar one. That's why I put it into 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. So according to like the syllabus, right? How do you write it? Tn equals to fix, you write it down. The one that you convert to 1, 2, 3, 4, you can change to n. But I repeat, this thing over here, it must be in a pattern of either 0, 1, 2, 3, or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi. So this will be n, comma, where m equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, students, okay, let me tell you something. Because I use like roughly 4 of it, so I put dot, dot, dot. Okay, 4. But if let's say you're using everything over here, then you put more. Okay, now so I'm showing you this one, they give you 1 mark only, that's why not that hard. So that's why you can see easily by using the patterns inside. Okay, so for our case, I didn't teach them because this one form 2. Form 2, I teach them 1 only because their syllabus, I would say 90% is always plus or maybe minus consistently with the same number. The one that you're using is from MS as well, right? So that would be for times, constant number one, right? So if let's say mathematics MS can, but you won't get this in your exam for your form 5. Okay, so this one is for the form 2. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, so everyone, next B. I tell you, a fruit stall sells watermelons and papaya. Okay. But low chance you will get this kind of question. Super low chance. And even if it comes out, it's something that easier, né? Just now we just see it. So I would rather teach student the normal one. Right. Okay. Now the next one, a fruit stall sells watermelon and papaya. The price X plus 2 watermelon. Okay, the price of X plus 2 watermelon. This one is the number of, the number of watermelon. That's why they say, okay, let's say you convert it into like 8 watermelons. So the 8 will be X plus 2. Okay, now, so the next one, Okay, the next one, this will be the price. So next, whereas the price of 2x minus 1 papaya, so that will be another number of and this will be the price. Then Cindy want to buy 5 watermelons and 6 papaya. So looks like it's a bit different now. So what they are trying to do here is that they are trying to calculate the total in RM that she needs to pay now. Students, you have to make sure you know the situation carefully. So what do I mean by you have to know the situation carefully? Now, this one is the number of watermelons and this is the price for the number of watermelons. So in order to know one watermelon costs how much, you have to do this, you have to take the price of the watermelon, divide by the number of watermelon, and eventually you have to times with what? You have to times with 5 watermelons. You get what I mean? You get what I mean? So this is what happened. Now, then you have to, because they ask how much you're going to pay if you are buying 5 watermelons and 6 papaya. So you're going to plus with this will be 2x plus 2 divide by 2x minus 1 then times with 6. Now, I'm pretty sure student will be like me last time. If let's say my teacher explain the sentence and eventually write out the equation straight away, because the teacher should understand the situation. So for me, last time when I'm a Form 2 student, I really cannot imagine those situation, Now I'm going to explain it using an easier sentence. Imagine I write this. The price of, see this thing I convert to 8 watermelons is RM32. Okay, RM32. Agree or not, you will take 32 divided by 8 to get 1 watermelon price. 1 watermelon. Cry not. And then suddenly I mentioned to you, I want to get 10 watermelons. So agree or not, I have to times with 10 watermelons. So this is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to do. So you notice the 32 is actually the x plus 3. There, x plus 3. You notice I'm dividing the number of watermelon that represents the price. I'm dividing the, I'm dividing the number of watermelons. It's just that they put x plus 2, right? And then you notice, I multiply with 10 because I want to buy 10. So in this case, I multiply by 5 because I want to buy 5 watermelons. So I highlight them nicely for you. You see, the price. You see that? The price. Right? You see? The price. And after that, you see, next, the number of watermelons. Right? The number of watermelons. And then do you notice? I want to buy, just like I said, I want to buy 10 of them. Okay, see? Okay, so if Liang J wants to buy 10 watermelons, so I'm going to times with 10. So in this case, I highlight for you, 10 watermelons. 5 watermelons. So that would be the thing. So next, of course, you have to know something called what? You have to know something called rearranging into something that you understand. So you know what? Times, you always times to the top. You divide down, if let's say possible to divide, then you divide, but obviously I already said plus minus you don't touch. You cut anything gone. So you see what I do? I rearrange into something easier to understand. So students, I rearrange 5 bracket x plus 3 over x plus 2 plus, move to the top, times to the top, in Mandarin it's called 上乘下除, times to the top, 6 2x plus 2 over this thing called x minus 1. Saw that? Now, so I rearrange into something I deem to be, it seems to be easier. Okay, I personally think this one is the best way to write it for you to understand. I don't want to skip the workings. If let's say you can skip the working, I already said go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Then, of course, now I have to make it into same denominator. Same denominator. I personally still prefer student to expand it first. I expand, everyone, extra workings happens, I already said. 5x plus 15 over x plus 2. Then this one, 12x plus 12 over 2x minus 1. How do you make it into same denominator? I have a lot of working, a lot explanation in the touchable link. Okay, so one of the way to make it same denominator, come I show you different style question in our previous notes. Now I show you, these are the questions that we have been doing in normal class. Okay, wait, so these are the questions that we have been doing, and I'm pretty sure you do a lot. Now, so you see, we do plenty of questions there, but of course, I erased most of it already. You see, to make it same denominator, can you see I multiply by each other? You see, the idea is from here, you know, it's the same thing. Okay, it's the same thing. So, of course, certain case, you see, familiar or not? Y minus 1, y plus 1. So in this case, this side you just have to multiply by y minus 1 only. So that's the idea. It's the same fraction idea. So it's just that the workings is way longer. I already said some question is from the old paper from SMJK Catholic. The question is crazier. This is one of the crazier. Crazy as in not the question, the workings. It takes more time so that you don't have enough time to finish it. They purposely very sian one. But it's good lah. Okay, it's good lah. So you will write faster lah. So now look at the idea. I'm writing the idea by the side. Let's say 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3. In order to make it same denominator, agree or not, you have to times 3. Times 3 times 3. This one you times 2 times 2. Then eventually you will make it 6. You see, your denominator you write once only ma. Then on the one on top, 3 times 1 you get 3. 1 plus 1 times 2 you get 2 there. So this is what I'm trying to do, you know. So I will do it over here. You see, I'll write it. Extra workings, I already said. So I split it a bit, so easier for me to explain the situation to you. So I will now times each other. 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1. Of course, there is no other way for you to shorten the situation. Because students say, teacher, I just times with 2 or what to make the process faster, cannot, man. This case, not possible. If let's say your question is like this, let's say 3 over x minus 2 plus 5 minus x, for example, over let's say 2x minus 4, for example. Let's say in this case, you say, teacher, I want to make it same denominator. Can I don't multiply each other? Can I don't multiply each other? This case possible. I mean, if let's say you do it this way, it will be longer. Imagine if let's say you know you are sensitive with your expression. You say, teacher, times 2, I still get 2x minus 4 already. Easier, right? Yes. That's why I said you have to judge. This question not possible. This question not possible. Right, this one need more time. So this one equals to what? Over. You see what I do? Students, you see what I do? So this one, can you see I'm writing one denominator only now? I'm going to write 6 only, you know. Because this is what happened in your primary. It's just that now Form 2, it becomes harder already. You have to be harder because you're getting more adult, right? You're going to learn something harder. So this will be x plus 2 and then 2x minus 1. I purposely don't want to expand. Because in case later we can simplify. I purposely don't want to expand first. Student will say, teacher, I expand x times 2x, then x times minus 1. I don't want. Later only I do that. So next, this one we have to expand with you. You see, this one we have to expand on. Okay, so I expand now. See, okay, I use different color so this one you have to take the whole thing times 1 by 1. So I'm writing a lot of extra working. So 10x squared minus 5x. The next one will be plus 15 times both of them. So it will be plus 30x. Okay, plus 30x. And then next will be minus 15. Okay, then we continue. Okay, so we still have a lot of things to multiply. Okay, so I continue with the multiplying. Plus, I put it back. So I put a huge bracket for my next part. Okay, I extend it. Okay, so I already said this one I'm explaining. That's why it takes more time. Okay, I already said that. Okay, so this one, same thing. I'm going to times 1 by 1. So 12x squared plus 24x. Next, you see, I purposely make it bigger to show you. So I'm using plus 12. So plus 12x and then plus 24. You saw that? Then now, you know, plus it won't affect everything inside one. So I will cancel the bracket off. I will straight away do the rearrangement and the plus minus thing. So I will continue the workings over here lah. So over, see over. So now 10x squared, in your exam, don't draw line. The arrow don't draw. Some teacher minus mark, you know. So I do the arrow to explain to you. Next, 10x squared plus 12x squared. What do you get? 10x squared plus 12x squared, 22x squared. Minus 5 plus 30x. Students, I'm selecting all the same unknown to do plus minus now. So for now, I will assume you know how to do your plus minus according to your form 1. You know how to handle your times divide according to your form 1. So I didn't purposely go and explain in what kind of situation you have to plus, minus, all these things. You know plus, minus, same unknown, aka variable, then only you can do it, right? Or maybe some students name it as like terms, right? So what I'm doing here, I underline again, see. So I'm adding, subtracting all the same unknown thing now. So I type calculator, minus 5 plus 30, minus 5 plus 30, and then plus 24 plus 12. So this thing you will get what? You will get plus 61x. And finally, this one, you see your minus 15 and plus 24. Minus 15 plus 24, you get plus 9. So this is what? This is the answer simplified according to the upper part. And then the bottom part, students, I tell you something. You have to expand already, because the one on top, although you can use you can use what? You can use a trick in your calculator to handle it, but the thing is that if you know what I'm trying to say, if you recall the workings over here, you notice this one impossible to split into what? You see? If I press it, can you see impossible to convert to fractions? So you cannot factorize into 2 brackets anymore. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, I show you the pattern. There. This is what I'm talking about, you know. Under factorization, you have a part like this. Factorization, not this one. I show you again. Under factorization, you see, under factorization, you have a part that looks like this. Don't you think the one that is displaying in front of you, displaying in front of you is the same? You suppose you can split into 2 brackets, but that one that I showed you just now, not possible. I use calculator to handle already. So you need to know the calculator way. You check the touchable link. You cannot find, you tell me. Okay, so that is a trick for you to check. So this one not possible to split. That's why if I say not possible to split, then we don't waste time already. We take this thing, we expand. So we expand now. So I go x and 2x 2x squared. X and minus 1 minus x. Then plus 2 and 2x plus 4x. Finally, minus 2. So this thing you will get what? You will get plus 3x. Then finally, you cannot do anything already. You cannot say like, teacher, I cut all this thing. Wow, I slap you again. Just now I just say plus minus cannot touch, right? So equals to this one, then you put there. This is your RM. This one is the price. That's why you see, they waste your time purposely. This is like that so-called SMGK Catholic questions. So don't play. Oops. Choke myself with chili. Understand? So this is one of the quite powerful question. Question C. Question C. Now, question C. 4a squared equal. This one they say express b. They want to get this thing out. So like what I mentioned, if you are moving the whole thing over, then it will be plus minus. But now, because I want to get the b inside, right? I move the square away. So I write square root 4a squared equals to 3b minus 4c over 5. Students, simultaneously, I will swap 3b minus 4c over 5 equals to, now see, simultaneously I swap and I do the square root 4a squared. They are all times, you know. It becomes 2a. Single fraction, Divide, move there, you times. 3b minus 4c equals to 10a. So you want b, 3b equals to 10a plus 4c. b equals to 10a plus what? 10a plus 4c over 3. Done. Okay, 2 marks, normal lah. Okay, be careful. Next, they said in number 1, calculate value of b when a equals negative 15 and c equals to 3. Okay, b equals to 10 times negative 15 plus 4 times c equals to 3 over 3. Now, don't cut us. I mean, this one is times, but then there's a plus here. Cannot. So if let's say everything times, then yes. Okay, so b equals to, then you can do already lor. So everything calculated only So because our numbers now is like way bigger, so you can use calculator to ease the process. Negative 150 plus 12 over 3. b equals to negative 150 plus 12 divided by 3. You will get negative 46. Okay, move. So move. Okay, 2a. Now, so I purposely do more algebraic expressions over here. Okay, so that's why you see I increase the what's called the amount of algebraic question inside. Okay, so everyone, the next question that we're gonna do together, it will be 2a and 2b. Of course, there's a lot more, so we're gonna continue. Now, so students, by the way, I will skip question number 3. Drawing graph, finding value, I get you the answer. Okay, you can do question number 3 yourself. It's a homework. Okay, so later I will tell you again. Now, so let's get into 2a. Now, everyone, this one they purposely learn. Can you see this question? Don't you think is very familiar? So it's like x squared x without x. I show you again. You see? X squared x without x. But they purposely put another y square and y over here, You just do the same workings. You get the same thing from your calculator. Please check out the touchable link to use your calculator. There is 3 versions of calculator to use. So you notice, if let's say they put there like this, they put y square and y over here, then you just go back to the same answer, you put y behind, that's all. Same one. The y and y square okay one. The pattern must be like this. Okay, so in this case, I won't be showing you how to use it, but I will just straight get into the workings. Okay, everyone, I tell you, whatever workings that you are doing, you always have to check something called easy factorize. Sorry, I think I show you a bit of the content first, then easier for you to do a recall. Okay, see, Okay, so what I have wrote with students last time is something like this. All these things is available, made available in your touchable link. Yeah, I do like 2 videos in explaining how to use expand. Okay, how to use factorize. Everything is in touchable link. You can use that as a reference. I already said that. Okay, you cannot find, then you let me know in your Instagram. In Instagram, you can message me there. Okay, Liang Mathematics. Okay, so I show you the so-called factorization skill. You see this? Now, so we have a total of 6 skills, by the way, and 4 very important skill. 4 very important skill. Now, so you have what? You have skill number 1. You see, skill number 1. I name it as the easy factorize. That's why I keep saying the word easy factorize. So you notice it's about whether certain thing repeats, then you can write it outside. We just did that similar, right? And another thing, another skill, it's about moderate factorize. Now, this is moderate factorize, you see? Can you see 4 terms? 4 terms. So this one, I don't want to purposely mention it. So this is the 4 terms thing. Okay, now because the next question, you're going to do that. Then after that, next, you have the hard factorize. Okay, we have another extra 2 more skills. You see, skill 3 and skill 4. We have another 2 more skills. So total 4 factorization skill, So you see, I put everything over here for you to what? For you to see, recognize. You see, one more time, easy factorize. This is the one, the sample question over here. Now, factorization happens here, you see. factorization happens here. The one below is for you to simplify because factorization is to convert plus minus, you see. Originally plus minus, after you factorize, it becomes times already. That's why you do factorization. Okay. Then next, you notice this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 terms one, right? These 4 terms, you have another way. You recognize them. And then finally, for the hard version, do you notice you have what? You have perfect square negative. I mentioned that earlier as well. Then finally, type 2, you look at the pattern. Then you thorough play cheat. You use calculator, hantam, blah, blah, blah. You will get the answer already. So this is what we are doing, you know. So you go back to this. You always go for easy factorize first. So I notice 8 plus 48 and plus 72, all of them, it's possible to be divided by 8. So I take the 8 out. I left x squared plus 6xy plus 9y squared inside. And once I get this inside, then you know what? 8. And this thing, I know I can split into 2 brackets already. I will temporarily, you see the trick, I will temporarily ignore the y square first. And then I will hantam the x squared plus 6x plus 9 into calculator. And you know what? According to calculator method, I don't want to show it to you. Please watch the touchable link. It's a short video. You cannot find, please let me know. So A equals to 1, B equals to 6, C equals to 9. And you know what? I get x equals negative 3. I remember I said this is only a trick. Then you move there. You move there, you will get x plus 3 equals 0. Then I said you can put x plus 3, x plus 3. This one is only for x. Then the y, now you can take it out and you just hantam back inside y and y. So that will be the answer. So that's how I do it. But of course, some student will say like, teacher, but my teacher said if let's say this one 100% equivalent, you have to convert into something like this. Yes. Okay, then you have to follow your teacher. Okay, so that will be number 1. Now, this number 2, we name it as what? I put here, hard factorize. Okay, use calculator. Calculator, I repeat. This one, I name it as moderate factorize. So just a short, quick explanation. So this one is about moderate factorize. You see how I do? You see how I do? Now, how I do it is where I have to look at it nicely. Sometimes you might need to rearrange one, you know. So you see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 terms, you chop into 2 parts. Now I show you the pattern again. You see? Can you see I chop into 2 parts? You see I chop into 2 parts. But when you chop into 2 parts, you see what's the steps? Number 1, cut into half. Number 2, do easy factorize for the front part only. Sorry, too kick tong really. Okay, chop into half. Do easy factorize for the front part. P and P repeats, you factorize the P out using easy factorize Q, like the one we do by the side. Then you see, then next, you don't do the same easy factorize here, you know. You copy and paste. When you copy and paste, you have to make sure you have the same pattern MN. Make sure you have that. Then only you start matching them. You see, cut half, easy factorize, copy paste, then match. I show you that. I show you that the pattern is fixed, I tell you. Okay, see, chop half done already. Easy factorize, P can take out. P, you left R minus 2S inside. Then make sure you can copy and paste. You see, R minus 2S, I copy paste already. Then I match. You have R, yes. You have S, yes. But then now you have to make sure you fit. You have to match and make sure you have the correct number here to expand and eventually match the 2 terms on top, you know. So according to number, obviously you have to put 4. 4 times 1 equals to 4. 4 times minus 2 equals to minus 8. But symbol a bit different, correct? Later we will check out the symbol. So RS is there already. Q is missing. Put it back. And in order to make sure you get negative 4 and positive 8, you know you have to put minus there. If let's say you don't have to put a minus there, then of course you have to put a plus there. Because now, in order to get your final answer, this thing over here will form your first bracket. And the one that repeats, I already said, this one is a copy and paste. Super high chance, student will get error. They put like, teacher, this one R minus 2S. But then when I match on top, I thought supposed to be plus. Gone. It's a copy and paste, I tell you. So this one, R minus 2S. Then you will get the answer. Another common mistake, you know what? To put square. Wow, sian already. Okay, so complete real explanation, please check out. Okay, real explanation, please check out the touchable link. I explain why we have to cut half, why we have to take these two as the first, why we have to take the two brackets and eventually put it into the last one as one. I explain that in detail in the touchable link. I don't want to explain over here because I don't want to take too much time on that. Okay, so you will get 4 marks in total lah. Okay, 4 marks in total. Okay, move. So question B. Wow, another fraction related question just like this. Just like this, but this one a lot more workings. So the one on top is actually easier lah. It's a fraction involving plus minus. Fraction involving plus minus. The one below involving times divide. Two different style. This one you have to make it into same denominator by checking the denominator below. You notice n is the same. So in order to make it into the same denominator, we have to times 4 times 4 to make it 20. We have to times 5 times 5. Right? Okay, so far okay. Then now I start already. See. So this will be 36m, okay, minus, okay, wait. This whole thing is going to times 5. You will get 2, students, I still put the minus there. You know, I purposely put a bracket there because I want to remind everybody something, you know. This one you times with times 5. 2 you times with 5, you get 10. Minus 3 over 5m. Remember I said m in the middle is actually on top. So minus and plus you get minus 3m times 5, you get 15. Sorry, students. Actually, you don't need to times. Can you see the one below? You get there, divide by 5. You see? Cut, nothing already. Minus 3m. Easier. Oh, then over what? Over one denominator of 20n. Then now, see 36m minus 10 plus 3m over 20n. Then student will be like, teacher, why suddenly become plus 1? Because the minus, it will affect the symbol inside, you see? Minus and plus minus. Minus and minus. Correct. Then equals to a 36m plus 3m, 39m. Then minus 10 over 20. And students, is it possible for you to factorize anything out for 39 and 10? Not possible. Leave it. That's the answer in single fraction. One fraction only, right? And in the simplest form, because you can't simplify anything anymore. So that's the answer. Okay? So if let's say if your question is 30n minus 10 over let's say 3n, for example. No. Over 10n, sorry. Over 10n, let's say. Okay? So you notice this one, you can divide by 10. So you put the 10 out, you get 3m minus 1, then 10n. Then this one you can cut. Then you will get the simplest form already. But this one not possible because it's 39m. This one is if. Okay? So just to explain that to you. Question C. Now, question C. Whoa. Question C, different radio. Question C, different radio. Now, the question C thing, right? Okay, everybody. Now, you have to be super sensitive with all the factorization skill that we talk about. We have the easy factorize. We have the moderate factorize, where this one 100% will out already because you need 4 terms. This one is the one that easy factorize is about anything that repeats, possible to be divided by the same number for the 2 terms or maybe 3 terms, you take it out, right? So the last one will be hard factorize, where you have the perfect square thing with negative, or maybe you can use the calculator thing, but you have 3 terms there. So this one also out already. You left 2 things to try. You see? So that's how I check the 4 things. So 98 and 72 can divide by what? Obviously can divide by 2 already, but let's check whether it can divide with larger number or not. So I'm looking at it at a weaker student's point of view, moderate or like mid-level and lower result students' point of view. So you can divide by 2. So you take the 2 out, you left 49 minus And 72 divided by 2, we get 36 p squared. Students, you know what? You notice something. The 49, the 36, and p squared, they are what? They are perfect square. And then this one, divide, you change to times. Right? Not you swap form 1. For primary level, right? 24 p square on top. Then this one, 21 and 18, can divide by the same number 3. So you take the 3 out, you left 7 plus 6p. Looks like we managed to apply something called easy factorize. We apply that. So we apply easy factorize there already. And then you notice you can cut something already. You can start cutting your p square, but later. So we continue because we notice another very important thing, which is this one we can apply hard factorize involving perfect square and negative. You have to be sensitive with the four factorization skill, especially when you're doing advanced. Algebraic expression is so important. But now you're form 2. You just keep practicing even you're in form 3. Okay? The bad thing under our latest like exam formats, right? They didn't really include like the form 1, form 2 things in your form 3. They only include those supportive chapter only. Like algebraic expression is one of the very important chapters. They didn't put it inside. That's why students will forget and eventually they are scared of MS in form 4. That's the point. That's why the only thing I can do is that I will start earlier with the advanced thing in your normal class to ease your what's called ease your exam, okay, when you're in form 4. So 2, 49, you get 7. That's how we just tried, and then 36, you get 6 and 6. P square, you get P and P, and 1 plus and 1 minus. Can you see? Factorization purpose, I already said, is to convert plus minus back into times divide. And the reason why you want times divide, because you can start simplifying the whole thing because there are times now. Then you can start simplifying like P and P squared becomes P. Then what else you can simplify? We get this 3 and this one, it will be 8 lah. And then what else? No, nothing to simplify already. But then now you can conclude the answer. 2 times 8 equals to 16. And then we have a P. We have this 7 minus 6P. And then after that, then this one 8P, right? So times 2, you get 16P. The one below, you have what? You have 15M, and nothing. So done already. That would be answer. Of course, student will say, teacher, can I expand it? Can. If you want to expand, so you 16 times 7. You get 112P, then 16 times 6, you get minus 96P squared over 15M. If you want to expand, yes, but for me, I will leave it. Okay, for me, I will leave it. So both acceptable. Okay, so the next one. Question number 3, right, students? Please do it as homework and impress me by sending it to me. Okay, so the only thing you have to be careful with is that this thing over here, y equals to 7x, you have to form a table yourself and redo it using what, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, blah, blah, blah. Actually, you don't have to write so many things. Do you know why? You don't have to form so many coordinates to complete one, You know why? Because this is a linear. You can do a shortcut by just using 2 coordinates. Because straight line, you need 2 points to complete the straight line. This is a skill that we do in form 4 and form 5 to make the process faster. That's why I said the lazier your teacher is, the better way. So you see, very, very simple. If let's say you're going to do like all the table thing, wow, waste your time, right? So I will do 2 only, then I plot, draw line can already. Okay, so please impress me by doing this and send to my Instagram. Okay, don't tag me, send in chat. I shy. Okay, Instagram, you send me Liang J's mathematics. You send it there. Okay, impress me. Okay, so question number 3, I leave it to you, everyone. Then now, the graph paper also I prepared for you already. Okay, so you move to the next one, question number 4. Let me see, question number 4. And then we have question number 5 about that. Question number 6. Yep. Okay. So everyone, Now the next part will be our question number 4. Okay, question number 4. Okay, let's do it now. Now, question number 4, right? It says David is assigned to design a logo for his company. The logo consists of an equilateral triangle. Then in the middle of the circle, ABC with diameter 20 cm. Diameter 20 cm means from top to bottom 90 degrees. This will be extra 8 cm lah. So that's what they are trying to say lah. 20 cm is the one in the middle, not this one. This one is not 20 cm. It's not 20 cm. The perpendicular distance from A to the line BC is 20 cm, as shown in the diagram. Calculate the perimeter in cm of the triangle and round off to 2 decimal point. Wow, see that? Actually, high chance of Pythagoras theorem. High chance. Okay, but let's see what they want now. They want to calculate the perimeter of the triangle, means they want you to calculate this slide over here, right? Okay, so let's think about it. For this case, let me think about it. What should I do? Diameter 28, it means radius will be 14. Oh, okay, radius 14. Let's put a center point there. Radius 14, so this will be 14. 20 minus 14, this will be 6. Right? Okay, so I found a lot of things. Okay, what else? What else I can find? What else I can do? Okay, 20 cm for height to this. Okay, then what else I can do? Oh, I can draw lines here, over here. Okay, I will just pass around now. So this one, it will be 14 as well. Oh, okay, I found it. You know why? If I draw 14 over here, can you see I get 6 over here as a small one? So I managed to find this part already. So let's say I put this part as x. So I can do already. So x equals to square root of 14 square minus 6 square. Pythagoras theorem. So 14 square minus 6 square, square root 160. So square root 160, you will get 12.65. They say 2 decimal point, so 12.65. But that will be x. But what happened is that x is only one part. So you want 2 parts. So that's why BC equals to 2 times with 12.65. Okay, times 2. So I will get how much? I will get 25 point, wait, let me test this thing. Okay, 25.30, 30, 2 decimal point, 2 decimal point. Then after that, what happened is that they want the perimeter. So perimeter will be 1, 2, 3, 3 parts. So I'll times 3 again. So 25.30 times 3. So your answer will be times 3. You will get 75.90. Then you put there cm 2 decimal point. Okay, but let's say students say, teacher, but my teacher said they don't want to do this thing. They want a final answer. Only you convert to 2 decimal point. Then what you can do is that when you square root 160, your 12.65 you don't round off. You put as much as possible, 12.64911, something like that. Maybe you put like 5 decimal point. The more the better. Then after that, when you times over here, right, 12.64911. Okay, this one, or maybe the original calculator answer, you times 2. If you want, okay, you times 2. Then you will get something like 225.29822. Right? You put like more decimal points, or maybe you can use the longest decimal point in your calculator. Then after that, now you take the original answer over here in your calculator, where this one, of course, some of you might say like, teacher, I will just use the original one. That's why I said it depends on whether you want to make it like super accurate. Some teacher, they want it this way on, Then after that, this one, you take the original one, then you times 3. Then you will get what? You will get another different answer. It will be 75.89466, something like that, right? Then you round off to 2, then you put there 2 decimal point. But if let's say your answer 90, you have to put a 0 there to represent 2 decimal points. Okay? So everyone, that will be 4A lah. Okay, B or this one, this one. Question B. Impressive. I tell you, this question, impressive. Now, the question over here for B, right? Okay, let me explain it. Okay, explain it. And then we will do it together. Okay. Now, the question here says, diagram 11 shows a cake made by Anita. Then Anita prepared 4 cups of icing to decorate the cake. 4 cups of icing to decorate the cake. 3 cups of icing can decorate about 1038 cm square of the cake. Looks like it's about area. Cake excluding the bottom, sorry, I repeat. 3 cups of the cake can decorate about 1038 cm square of the cake, excluding the bottom of the cake. Okay, that would be make more sense. If the icing prepared by Anita enough, give your reason. So looks like we are trying to calculate the total surface area, okay, which is the surface of the cake only lah. Okay, surface of the cake only. Then after that, we see whether enough or not. Okay, so students, now we're gonna calculate quite a lot of things. So what do I mean by quite a lot of things? Okay, let's look at it, and we're gonna calculate 1 part, 2 part, 3 part, and 4 parts, correct? Okay, so we have 4 parts lah. Why not we separate into 4 parts lah? Okay, 4 parts lah. I'll put there part A, part B, part C, and part D lah. Okay, so I will do the workings are quite long. Okay, I don't want to explain so many things like surface of the cake on the upper part. The one I put that A lah. So A will be obviously because it's about circles, right? So it will be pi times radius, which is super obvious to be 11.2 divided by 2 lah. So that will be 5.6 square. So the upper part done already. Right, the upper part done already lah. So I will just put the value there also lah. Okay, so pi r square lah. 1 part only, this one done already. A done already. So upper part. So this will be 22 over 7 times 5.6 times 5.6. So I will instantly put the answer there because we might need to use it again. Why? I tell you later. Okay, so I get 1 part already, the most like the upper part there. Okay, next. So the other one will be the curved surface, where curved surface, you know lah. Curved surface is actually 2 pi r h according to the formula that you memorized before. The whole cylinder supposed to be, if let's say complete cylinder, supposed to be 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h, right? But you cannot memorize completely on that. You have to know how to split them. Okay, 2 pi r square in your original formula, it's representing 2 circles, you know, up and down. This thing over here is representing the rectangular base. So it's originally like this, you know. So now we want 1 part only. So that's why I will chop this into what? Into 1 only. Pi r square. That's the reason. And this one will be 2 pi r h. Okay, so the B part, I'll calculate 2 times pi times radius. This one radius, you go back to 5.6. And then the height will be 10 because they mentioned that already, 10. So we calculate as well. 2 times 22 over 7 times 5.6 times 10. Okay, I get 352 cm squared. Okay, now the ring, right? Part C, the ring. The ring a bit different because you need the bigger circle minus the smaller circle to get the ring. You want to get the ring. That's why this one we got already. This one is actually your part A. So we can steal part A answer, but I will still write complete workings. Okay, so the big one, radius. Hey, radius slightly bigger. You know why? This one to this one, it will be 5.6. Remember? Plus another 4. It will be 9.6. It will be 9.6. You get what I mean? Then this one, this one originally 5.6. So we do pi r square minus pi r square. Okay, so I calculate 22 over 7 times 9.6 times 9.6. Or this one you get a lot of fraction, but it's okay. Okay, they didn't mention how many decimal points. Okay, I'll just put like what more decimal point, because this one you cannot change the fraction. It's okay lah. So we just, because we type calculator lah. So 289.646 lah, 3 decimal point lah. Okay, then the other one, you have to minus, I got the answer on top already, 98.56. So I will take this one. I always take the original answer, you see. I'm using the same long decimal point and straight minus 98.56. I want to get the ring, so 191.086, okay, cm squared. Okay, I get the ring already. And now let's get the surrounding, part D. The surrounding, 2 pi h, 2 times pi, but the surrounding radius is different. The surrounding radius is larger at 9.6. So, wait, okay, 9.6 times height. Height will be 10 again. Sorry, times 2 times 22/7 times 9.6 times 10. So I will get how much? 603 point, because can't, I'll just use decimal point lah. Since I'm using decimal point earlier already, 429 cm squared. So I get every surface. Bottom no need. They say excluding bottom. So I will add it now. So therefore, total surface of the cake for icing purpose, for icing. Okay, for icing purpose, okay, I put here for icing, because you wanna how say, you wanna how say, put icing on the surface of the cake, right? So A, B, C, D, everything you plus together, no? So 98.56 plus 352 plus 191.086 plus 603.429. So we plus everything. 98.56, 352, 191.086. I use 3 decimal points. 603.429. Wow. 124. 5.075 cm squared. Now, this one is the surface that you use, So everybody, now they ask, is the icing prepared by Anita enough? Now, be careful, be careful. Do you notice they mentioned that? Now, they mentioned that the 1038 cm squared is actually for 3 cups, but Anita prepared 4. So we do something like ratio. You see this question they play on, I tell you. So luckily I didn't straight take this one compared to this, If not, I would put there not enough already. So I will take 1038, the next working already. This one first part done, First part done already. Second part, I see. Second part of working. Divide by 3 cups times 4. This is what prepared by Anita. 1038 divide by 3 times 4. Wow, looks like it is 1384 cm square. Okay, so since I noticed, I calculate it's like enough. So you put there, it's enough. Okay, so I'll put there number 3. I will explain already. So they ask enough or not. I put there enough. They ask to give a reason. The reason you already calculate, then you just say okay, enough because the icing prepared is 1384 cm square, whereas the surface that Anita needs to decorate is only 1245.075 cm squared. That's all. Do you notice I'm just rewriting according to the calculation? So okay, so this one is one of the so-called hot question, but it's actually based on calculation and then use some logic in real life, something like that. Okay. So students, we will move to the next part, which is question C. Now, after question C, right? Okay, after question C, now, whoa, 12 12:10 already. Oh my gosh, I got class later. Kanjiong already. Okay, come continue. See. Now, the diagram below shows a cylinder which is used to fill water into container with a volume of 5.2 liters. Okay. Find the minimum number of times the cylinder is used. Okay, is used to fill the container fully with water. Now, wait. So obviously, you have to calculate the volume of the cylinder lah. Now, but let's understand the situation first. There are so many ways that you can use to handle the situation. Okay, let's understand the case. Now then, of course, I read again. The diagram shows a cylinder which is used to fill water into container. The container volume, volume is 5.2 liters. So you are using this to scoop and put the water inside. Okay, then obviously we're gonna calculate the scoop. Okay, we have to calculate the scoop. This one is the scoop. This one is the scoop. So pi r square h. Okay, it's the volume. Okay, it's the volume. You remember I said the volume shortcut will be cross section area. Remember? Then times with height. Can you see the cross section is actually pi r square? Can you see your times with height? Same idea. So that's why the formula actually comes from cross section as well. So pi 22/7, because they asked us to use that. If they ask us to use 3.114, if they ask us to use 3.142, follow. Times with radius. This one 6 to 1. I want 3. So radius 3. So 3 square. Height 10. Let's calculate. 22/7 times 3 times 3 and then 10. Wow, this one 282.857. They didn't ask to do decimal or fraction. I just do decimal lah. Okay, so this will be the scoop. Okay, this will be the scoop. So next, they ask how many times you have to do. Then obviously by the way you have to understand something. This one is equivalent to 5200 ml. ml is equals to cm cube in case you don't know. So 5200 divided by 282.857 equals to how much? 5200 divided by answer. It will be 18.38. Students, what is 18.38? It means you have to scoop exactly 18 times. Then after that, the 0.38 means something like you have a small portion of it. You have to like pour a bit, then you stop already. So it means total you have to pour how many times? 18 plus a bit. Basically means 19 times. So therefore, I will put there 19 times. But before you write into final answer 19 times, right, there's one very important thing that you have to know how to write. You have to write this one like this. It's called approximately 19 times. So you have to be careful. You put 18, you cannot fully fill because people ask for what? The question asks for fully filled with water. Okay, then number 2, the diagram below shows a hemispherical bowl which is used to fill water into a container with volume of 1.82 liters. Same question, bola. So it's just that the difference will be what? The difference will be you change into hemispherical bowl. So what is the volume for hemispherical bowl? But wait, I'll put there the same working Container equals to 1.82 liters and it's equivalent to 1820 ml as well. And now we will go for the hemispherical formula, 2/3 pi r cube. 2/3, 22/7. Your radius is showing. Be careful, you put 3 gone already. 4.5. 4.5, don't play. 4.5 cube, don't play. 4.5 cube. A lot of people put square. 22/7. Okay, 22/7. Wait, 2/3. 22/7. Radius 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. It will be 190.929. So you see, I put decimal because they didn't mention specifically on what they want. So next, I will take 1820 divide by 190.929. So I will get, you see, I'm using the same decimal point again, you know, the longest one. I'm using this. So I will start dividing it. 1820 divided by answer. Wow, 9.53 something. So I put that on approximately 10 times. Okay, so that's how you solve it. This one, the purpose is to talk about volume. So I share volume with you. That's why you see I purposely select questions where I need you to know. But you still have to go through a lot of model paper. I already said minimum 7. Okay, so I'm pretty sure some student you already go school already because you have to master your school at 12 something, right? Okay, so now we have another 2 more. Okay, we have another 2 more. So after the 2 more, I will stop. This one I'm not doing. Okay, I think what I do is that I will do it in a separate video and then I will send it to you again. So I will complete 5 and 6, then I will stop. Okay. Now, so 5 and 6, then we will complete the whole paper already. Yeah. So I think another like probably 15 minutes plus a bit, then gone already. Okay, I have to go class also. Hey. Now, write yes for the coordinate. Write yes or no for the coordinate of a point that is at a distance of 8 units from x-axis. Check. So we just roughly draw like visually. In the class I mentioned that, right? Don't get like triggered by your friend. Yeah, you still need to draw one, man. Nobody cares. The main thing is that you get the answer. Your friend wanna say anything, just let them say it. So for me, even I'm a teacher, I prefer visual understanding. Your friends say what their problem, not your problem also. So 8, 4 roughly you only know. 8, 4 so 8 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So roughly here 8 lah. 4 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, roughly over here 4. So you know your coordinates will be here. 8, 4. Now then they are asking for whether it is 8 unit from x-axis. 8 unit from x-axis or not? No. That's 4 unit from x-axis. You see, visually then easier. Correct not? Visually easier lah. So do estimation only, correct not? So when is your 0, negative 8? 0, negative 8. Oh, this one is negative 8 a lot. Very, very far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you see below? Correct not? That will be 0, negative 8. So it will be 8 unit from your x-axis, right? So this one, yes. So seems like if let's say your y is showing 8, it will be 8 units from the x-axis. So your answer for the last one is also yes. So we can think logically for the last question already. So go ahead with any method that suits you. Okay, that suits you. Don't have to purposely go and like, oh, my friend do this way, smarter one, or no. Do it your way. Okay, next, question B. Now, as for question B, what is it about? Question B is about diagram 4 shows Naim walks from K to point L, then to point M in a straight line. Given the ratio of the distance from K to L is 1 to 2, so this will be 1 to 2. If 2 units on the Cartesian plane equals to 3 meters, what is the total distance that Naim walks? Oh, this one talk about distance. Oh, play distance lah now. Okay, it's okay. No worries. So what we're gonna do is that this one is 1 to 2. 1 to 2. So we just carefully get our distance for this thing already. Then after that we can times 2 to get the total distance already. Right? Or maybe some students you know what they do? Some students what they do is that they find out the coordinate. Okay, coordinate by doing this, because this one 1 so obviously this will be another point here, right? So this will be 1 part, 2 part, 3 parts So you know what they do, right? They find coordinate using midpoints. Up to you. There's so many ways to play with it. Okay, now so as for me, you know what I'm gonna do, right? I will do distance easier. I will do distance for this. Now distance, see, distance equals to, remember I said the sin chan head square root bracket square plus minus. Remember the sin chan head, forget already man. Then x1 x2 y1 y2, there this one, the sin chan head. You cannot unseen anymore, correct? Right? Sin chan's head. Now, so I will take coordinate xx minus 4 0. This one minus then this one 6 and then 3. Minus in the middle. Okay, so now is it x, y, y, then now square root minus 4 minus 0 is minus 4. So I just write extra for you lah. This one 3 square. You know this will be 16 extra working 16 plus 9, it will be square root 25. It will be 5 units. Okay, now students, once you get a 5 units, right, I'm going to mention this, so they are asking for what, they are asking for the distance from K to M, the total distance by Naim. So 5 times 3 equals to 25 units. After you get the 25 units, they say what? They say 2 units represent 3 meters. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take 25, then what? Let me see whether they are asking for another specific length or not. No, total distance, correct. Correct. So next you will, because 25 meters oh my gosh. Wait, 15 times 5 times 3, 15 I put 25 for what? Okay, so 15, what you're going to do is that you're going to divide by 2, right? Divide by 2 so that it becomes 1 unit sorry, it becomes ratio of 1. You have to divide by 2 then times 3 meters. Then you will get your answer already. 15 divided by 2, 7.5 times 3. Then you will get 22.5 meters. So we can convert into the correct answer already. Okay, so that will be question B lah. Like question C, next. Question C, it's about midpoints. Okay, it's about midpoints. Diagram 5, PQTR is a straight line. Q is the midpoint. Q is the midpoint of PR. Oh, okay. PR, this one midpoint. So to get the HK, see so this one and this one midpoint is here, midpoint. So I do instantly, minus 2 plus H over 2 equals to midpoint of 2. Next, 3 plus K over 2 equals to midpoint of 9. So I do it instantly. Minus 2 plus H equals to, bring there, 4. H equals to 6. 4 plus 2, 6. 3 plus K equals to, bring there, 18. Your times. I skip all the detailed explanation already. K equals to 18 minus 3, 15. So we managed to solve this as 6 and 15. So once we managed to solve that, and they are asking for T, and they say T is actually the midpoint of QR. Okay, just do one more time. So I will do T, I will instantly put everything inside. So now I will do 2 plus 6. 2 plus 6 over 2. The other one, 9 plus 15 over 2. So what is your final answer, everybody? Final answer will be 6 plus 2, 8. 8 divided by 2, you get 4. 9 plus 15. 9 plus 15. And 24 divided by 2, you get 12. So did they ask for any explanation or what? No. That will be your final answer. 12. Okay, no bracket wrong, of course. Okay, must have bracket. Okay, final question, then we will cut off because I want to go class already. Okay. So central tendency, I will do it separately in a video. Then you can watch again, or maybe in the class I will do it. Okay. So state the type of transformation. Rubbish. No change in orientation. Translation. This one I already said in the class. When you connect corresponding point, you notice got weird intersection. That's a rotation. Intersection means rotation. They are asking for type only, so you don't have to say rotation. What. But by right, if let's say you want detail, supposed to be rotation 90 degrees. But you don't need that. So the next one, obviously, reflection, 3 marks. Rubbish. Okay, B. A pentagon PQRST is drawn on a square grid. Okay, square grid plus equal squares. Okay, grid of equal squares. S prime, R prime are the images of S and R under a reflection respectively. Okay, so what else? In diagram 10, draw the axis of reflection. Oh, okay. They are asking that this one and this one is actually under a reflection, right? They mentioned that. They ask you to draw the reflection line. Everyone, I will personally prefer you to use a pencil to complete this. I show you. Reflection definitely will be parallel, So what I do is that, you know what? I will draw straight lines from R prime to R, from S prime to S. And you know what? I will get the middle point. And then I will take ruler to connect. I will take ruler to connect, you know. I'll take ruler to connect. But of course, you can't see my ruler. Lah. Okay, so if let's say maybe I draw a ruler, easier for you to see. So that's my ruler. See my ruler, wait. Style. Put pink. Yeah, really. The one. Green. Okay, now see, I put here. See or not? Put nicely. Then you can draw lines. Okay, now then I draw lines. Okay, I draw. Okay, draw lines. Oops. Okay, so of course, students, my line over here a bit chat lah. Okay, my line over here a bit chat. So make sure you draw it nicely because this is digital drawing. The line a bit chat. Okay, so of course I have to purposely draw it very long because it's very hard to draw. Okay, so roughly over here lah. But make sure it's in the middle of all the square grids, you know, because this one is like what? This one is like, you see? Wait, let me erase it. You don't have to draw so long because mine is digital drawing. So I have to do it that long to make sure it becomes like accurate. Okay, but make sure a ruler and don't be that senget like me. Okay, you see this one a bit senget one. Then of course you have to make sure it's in the middle of all the square grids. Can you see that? In the middle of all the square grids, in the middle one. Make sure. Okay, everyone, label axis of reflection. Label. Complete the image of pentagon. Complete only, nothing much. Then what you do is that you just calculate part by part. You see, I show you how to calculate. From here to here, 2 units. Then you do the same thing, 2 units. So you notice your Q prime will be here. Q prime. Then P is another extra 2 units. So it means 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you stop here, 4. This one P prime. Then the next one will be what? It will be T lah. Okay, T lah. So 1, 2, 3, half. Half. 1, 2, 3. Stop here. So this will be T prime. Of course, you have to erase them. The line, don't put it there, you know. Don't put the line there. So erase all this. Okay, this one also erase. This one no need. Okay, then of course you connect them using ruler. Make sure everything is straight. Okay, mine a bit chat I already said because mine is digital drawing. Okay, so that will be your reflection. Okay, the image reflection. Mark M as the image of point Q under translation -3, -5 and -3. Okay, they want Q so I move using pencil, then later I erase. So -5 go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -3 go down 1, 2, 3. So my answer for Q, you read yourself. So this one it's Q prime. Hey, cannot. They ask for M. They ask for M. They said mark M as the image for alphabet Q. Yeah. So everyone, let's see. Done ready. Then we go to have to label axial symmetry with label. Now then this one done ready. We have C. Oh, last question ready. Okay, come quick. Okay, I want to go back already. Go class, go back. Now, so next, Shafiq and Liang's house are at a position of -4, 1 and 2, -2 respectively. Shafiq and Liang walk from their house under translation of 3, 2 and -5, 2. Find translation of Liang's new position and Shafiq's new position. Okay, wait. Shafiq first. Now, they purposely you see. Shafiq is this one. Shafiq is this one. Then they terbalik answer. What the heck? Okay, no, never mind. We just do part by part. So -4, 1, you plus with 3, 2 away. Plus with 3, 2. Your answer will be -4 plus 3. 1 plus 2. Your new answer will be 1 and 3. See that? I add it like this. Okay? I add it like this. Now, of course, you want to do it other ways, up to you. Okay, other ways up to you. Then next will be Liang. Other ways as in what you know. Some students say, teacher, I just put like a translation and then I put like 2, -2. Then I put there -5 and 2, can or not? Plus 2. Can. If you want. Okay, this is another way. Or you can write like this as in format wise. So this will be obviously showing this one -3 lah. Okay, -3 and 0. Then you have to reconvert your new coordinate will be -3, 0. So it depends on how you want to write. Okay. Then they say find the translation of Liang's new position. Sorry, I misunderstand. Okay, I misunderstand the question. Sorry. Everything okay because just like I said, what the heck? Why they terbalik, right? I misunderstand because they said find new translation of Liang new position to Shafiq. This one, if let's say you want to visually draw it, okay, up to you. That's why I said you are not so okay with what? With calculation, then you just go for what? Go for visual. Okay, visual. Visual as in you just roughly only. Don't show your teacher lah, of course. Then this will be Shafiq 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3 roughly here. Okay, this one Shafiq so this will be S Shafiq. Then next Liang's new position here -3, 0. Where is it? 1, 2, 3. -3, 0 here lah. So this will be Liang. Then they say Liang new position 2 so it's like Liang to Shafiq. That's why just now I misunderstand. Okay, Liang is the object So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be translation. Okay, translation what? 4 because you move left, right, then you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. So that will be the translation. Is it 4, 3? Let me see 1, 3. Did I do it wrongly? Okay, 1, 3. Shafiq new position will be 1, 3, is it? Oh, yeah, I really put wrongly. Wait. You see this one -1 I get 99 No, 98 So -1, 3 wait. No good. So if let's say this one -1, 3 so my Shafiq position will be what? My Shafiq position not here already. My Shafiq position will be -1, 3. -1, 3 will be here. -1, 3 here. This is Shafiq. So I move 2 units only 2 units, so this one 2. Then I go up 3 units, 1, 2, 3, 3. Then that will be the new answer. Shame. So sorry 98 marks for me. Okay, so everyone, yes, because I'm rushing to class. So the remaining form 2 measure of central tendency, I will put the answer in the description, so you all can check the answer as well. So I will find time to discuss that chapter 12 with you. Okay, but I did a few inside already. So please do let me know if let's say you need any help for your model papers that you do halfway. So make sure at least go through how many sets? 4 sets of model paper that has passed to you for normal class students, as well as the 2 Catholic class here. It will be good. So yeah, find me in language mathematics if let's say you want to ask me any question. Physical class students, please ask me a question if you got stuck. Please, you got my number, right? So I'll stop here. Thank you for your time, everyone. Okay, ciao.